All right.
I'm about to eat my Jello. Y'all take mad long to start, yo.
We ready, yo. Darren, you good?
Yeah, man.
He's so nervous.
Fool me
I
once.
got you. I use my
All
peripheral.
right, thank you,
He
man.
always says fool me once, but it happened twice, and I correct you every time.
No. The computer restarting happened twice?
No. Twice that we didn't look at the screen, and then by the time we finished, it was done.
Is it
It's
delicious?
so sweet. Oh my god, it's so sweet. Is this sugar free or something? Why this shit so sweet? Yup, sugar free like a motherfucker. I could tell the difference between aspartame and sugar.
I was gonna ask what's the other thing if they use sugar. She knows exactly what it is. What's aspartame?
It's artificial sweetener, like sweet and low.
Oh, yeah.
Splenda.
Yes,
Ain't equal.
all that. All that equals equal.
My parents be like, go get me a coffee and make sure you tell them cream and 5 Splenda. I'm like, all right,
You
man.
can use one sugar for 5 Splenda.
Well, they have high blood pressure and whatever else they have. No, what's the thing they have? The blood one.
You asking me?
You have diabetes, Darren.
There you go. I'm like,
And
the
it's sugar,
blood
not
one.
blood.
Yeah.
These are the blood one.
What the fuck?
What's that noise?
My phone restarted.
Your phone restarting?
Oh,
I restarted it,
Yeah.
so all my emails
the
I have
right to
open.
make a thing go right.
Should we wait till it finishes doing his thing?
And then,
Turn the fucking sound down, man. You eating your Jello all blissfully and shit. Turn that shit off, man. Darren, break her phone.
You hear this, listeners?
Darren, don't put my business out there.
Oh, that's
No, it
how
was a text
done?
message. No, Darren, it's not a microwave. That's how you know it's done.
Are we good?
Give us an intro, man. I've been waiting for you.
Like, we've been waiting for him for so long, Ben.
Here's our phone again.
Yeah, I swear to God.
Episode
We need a
80.
break. Go ahead, man.
Episode 80.
Oh, shit, it's 80.
Yeah, man.
Hey.
Hey!
Oh, man.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Please
Jen, turn that shit off.
Delete. Let's please shut that shit off. That's what-
Thank you.
Remember when I turned me off?
I know.
It was
Same
2.5
shit.
minutes
As you
ago.
get, that's my karma.
See how that happened? Tell me you don't believe in it. That happened quick.
I still don't believe that shit.
I'm sorry, Darren. Proceed.
Welcome to another episode of Please Delete This. In the building, being annoyed by Jen's phone. It's Darren.
Bam.
Genevieve and my phone. We both in here. We'll say something, son. What? We'll jump your ass.
Stupid.
You stupid.
I don't want that. Folks, how's it going, my friends?
What it is, what it do. Shaking beloveds.
That ass.
Why? No more Jello for you. Now you got sugar high.
But it's not sugar though.
Aspartame high.
Can you spell aspartame?
Nope.
You can't even
It's
say
one
it.
S though,
No, I
right?
know. I was hoping he could.
One S, right?
Yeah, it's one ass. That's funny. Speaking of, no, he said don't mention it.
Don't mention what?
You almost got me.
It does say it. Why not?
I was told not to.
By who?
All right, so boom.
Look, he's all like, I told her no.
He's definitely watching right now. Like, fuck.
I told her no.
She won't listen, but Bim's peer pressuring me.
Oh, okay.
You saw him. You saw him peer pressuring
I
me.
wish you could turn the camera and focus on Bim.
So before I left, right? You know my butt crack's always out. So he like so he touched my butt crack.
Okay, we just like start again next week.
I mean,
Wait, you made me bring it up now.
I did. Go ahead, please.
And then he touched back in my ear. He said, "You're bobbing."
Wow.
And then
Wow.
he was like, "You're gonna attract all kinds of different type of people." I said, "Yeah, gay dudes."
Wow.
And he said, "Do
Jen.
not say." on the
Wow,
mic."
Jen. Wow. Wow.
Oh,
Damn.
Lord have mercy.
This is how
And
we
then you made me say it, Ben.
I didn't know it was that.
fucking Bim.
I thought it had to do with aspartame.
You peer pressured
It did.
me.
Ass. But anyways.
And you said, ass.
Aspartame. We out here. Jen, she's crying, yo.
Jen, you gotta relax.
I'm so sad now because break my promise.
He said that, oh man, I told you not to listen.
It was only 3 minutes, Jen.
You didn't even try.
Thank you for the Jello. Oh, shit! All right, go ahead, guys. Talk. Adult time.
She's on one today, bro. It's either too late for her or she's high up on the sugar. Oh, fuck.
The sugars, Darren. Diabetes.
All right.
Oh, man.
I feel like our listeners just hear us giggling and chuckling to ourselves about.
It's contagious. They laugh too.
Yeah.
I hope.
You gotta warm. They gotta warm up their core
Enhance.
for what's about to happen in the next hour and a half.
Your diaphragm.
Yeah. Oh, damn, that was good.
Well, thank you. How was your weekend, folks?
Great.
It was good. I'm gonna run down the list because
You did that much shit in
I
48
was gonna
hours.
say you had that.
my weekend began on Thursday. Wait, no, we recorded on Thursday, right? Or Wednesday last week.
Wednesday.
Right. So I went to the casino,
Oh, that's right.
and it just so Darren, I got you.
I'm sorry.
I got you,
I'm
brother.
sorry.
We it happened to be the night of the Mary J. and Nas show.
Oh, yeah, that was
Yeah.
up there.
So we were gambling and stuff, and then all the people came
Which
out
casino was this?
at Foxwoods.
Oh.
So and I saw everybody coming out. I was like, oh shoot, it was the Mary show, and I was reminded that even though like the demographic for Mary show is a little bit older than us, it's not that much older. And
I'm going to one at Foxwoods.
as I was looking at the crowd, I'm like, oh boy, is this where we are? People had their best wigs out.
Oh yeah.
But they were showing stuff they shouldn't be showing, wearing stuff. But they would turn. And then the DJ, I was in the Fox Tower. So there's like a little DJ stage area amongst the table games and the slots. So they were turning up.
Yeah.
It was a good time. But I looked and I was like, oh boy, that's our demographic now. We're old.
Yeah.
We're there.
We are.
Yeah. Hit the drive-in the following day.
Hey.
Watch It 2. What a fucked up series. Y'all watch it? It?
Oh no.
The clown shit?
Oh no.
Look at that. No.
Absolutely not.
That shit is fucked up, yo.
I'm all set.
And I'm all about fucked up horror. So yeah, I'm with that shit. And then Annabelle.
Anime.
Annabelle.
Annabelle.
Not anime.
Anime.
Eat the cake.
It's
Annabelle.
cake anime.
And hit the arcade bar on Saturday.
I saw your snaps of that, man. I was jelly.
Yeah, where was you at? Okay.
Oh yeah. I was in Boston.
And no, shit's tight, yo. Y'all never been, right?
Is it the one that's big?
It's
Complex used to
downtown.
be or something?
Yes.
We stumbled in there once, me and Helena. But
What complex is?
yeah.
The club.
Yeah.
You ever been to Complex? Nah, you went outside.
It's next to
then.
Jerky's, around the corner from Jerky's.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just downtown one Saturday. We just like, oh, let's see what's in here, and we went in. It's all these people dressed all nice in the arcade. What's the fuck?
It was during the week.
It was Saturday.
Just nice.
Well, like just nicer than you expect in an arcade.
Oh, you expect like jean shorts?
No, I didn't
and-
expect an arcade.
Oh.
Because you see them in line, like you think they're going, like,
Yeah.
and you're like, the fuck is this?
Well, so
But it was dope in there.
Surprise, surprise! Not just an arcade. You didn't go upstairs, did you?
I didn't go in. We just literally walked in and walked out.
Yeah, it's so they have the arcade, all throwback games. So the Ninja Turtle game,
Oh
the
man.
X-Men game, Street Fighter 1, Street
Do
Fighter
they
2,
have Mortal Kombat?
Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3,
Oh, that's dope.
Mario Kart,
Sonic.
Ooh.
no Sonic. I didn't see
Oh,
Sonic. I
bitches.
know.
Ninja Turtles game though.
Tetris.
With all four.
Yeah, we beat the game. Yeah, me, Kay, and a couple other dudes, we just ran through and beat the game.
Look at this.
Because it's free. You pay 10 to get in. You play the games
And you just
unlimited.
I didn't know that it was free to play the games because
You wanna go
that's
tonight?
why
You
we didn't
wanna
go
go
in
after
because it said
this?
10 to go get
Listen,
in.
brother, I'm down. I already said, Trina, I'm going out. That shit is dope. So we played, and they
That's
got
messed up.
race car games, motorcycle games, and they got a bar. So you get your drinks, and they got signature drinks. One called like the Terminator with like 8 different types of liquor in it, and I had a few of those.
Stop looking back, Darren.
Sorry.
Thank you. So we were at the bar, and shout to Roland, shout to Kay. Kay was there and with their lovely ladies, and Roland and Kay at the bar, and I roll up, and some random white gentleman is buying Roland drinks. Then he proceeds to buy me and Kay drinks too. And we're like, oh hey, give me that shit. And then we did shots, and they saw us upstairs at the club. So apparently they have the club after 10 o'clock or something like that. Old school music. Only 80s and 90s music. And when we're talking 80s, we're talking like Footloose.
You know I love 80s music.
Yes, you would have been in your bed. I was doing all of the... That shit was fire. Now you couple that with old school games and shit. It was That's
It's
my
so
bag.
funny because earlier in the day I was like talking about it, and then when I text you, and then you said our keep out, I'm like, oh shit, we're just talking about that. But then after we eat, it was you got
Useless.
tired.
You are
You eat
useless.
Chinese food and you get tired. You know that MSG
Yeah,
and
it's a fact. But you should have came, man, because I wanted to do karaoke after that, but some of them were hungry, so we went and got food. But
what'd you eat?
we went to the taco place that used to be Rick's Roadhouse next to Old South Street.
Okay.
Next to District.
That's so funny that you had to use two things references that are closed.
Yeah. Shit changes.
Your next sentence was gonna be, around the corner from where Old Lot 401.
Yep. Oh, man. Oh, the good old days. But yeah, no, I had an eventful weekend. I was tired as fuck on Sunday, man. I cut out
Did you
for all
watch
this
football?
outside shit. Did I watch football? Was I home?
I was sad the Colts lost.
Were you? You
I
don't care.
was. I do care.
Oh, I did watch football.
Because I hate when like a team does all that work to get to overtime and then lose anyway.
Shit happens. Whatever.
Vinatieri let you down.
He did, but he's old. He's done plenty.
46.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We I didn't get home until later because we took the kids from the church to the movies and to the Chinese buffet.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm about the children's, man. But when I got home, I was watching the Patriots because that was one of the local games on. And after I don't know what, a quarter and a half, I cut that shit off.
I think me too.
I was like, this is bullshit.
I went to bed. It was 30-3. I
Yeah,
woke
come
up.
on.
It was 33-3. I said, all right.
Yeah.
Did he put the backup in already?
Yeah, some bullshit. So, but yeah, I watched a little bit of.
But the
football.
Ravens scored 59 points. Nobody says nothing about that.
They put that on the Dolphins' head.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, that's crazy.
59-10. Nobody said nothing about that. But we scored 30 little points. Ooh.
It's just boring. Nobody wants to see
Yeah,
y'all prosper.
I even went to sleep.
Yeah.
I know. This Antonio Brown thing is wild, though, huh?
It is. We'll get to that after Darren tells us about his weekend.
Went to Boston for a wedding shower that karma reared his ugly head. So I had to buy something for the photo booth.
Okay.
I didn't order it off Amazon. I had to stop at Staples. I knew they were going to have it at Staples. So I also had to get something printed.
Mm-hmm.
I get there. Hey, can you print these out for me? He's like, cool. I wanted to go look for my piece. I found it. It was $50. And I was like, this is dumb. But whatever. So I put it on the counter. The guy says, okay, the print's and this. And I was like, yes. So he rang everything up. And he was like, $2.87.
Oh.
I know he didn't ring the shit up. But in my head, I'm like, damn, that's $50. I ain't saying nothing. Piece of shit Darren is.
See, I would have said it. Yeah.
You would have.
Yeah.
And I had the conversation in my head. But I was like, you know what? It's all right. They're not going to miss it. It's fucking Staples. They make $1 billion.
They'll be out of business next year, but it's fine.
So I it's not like even I tried to hide it. It was there. I gave my prints. I picked up my little thing and I walked out. Drove to Boston. Get there, set up. Darren doesn't have his backpack.
Damn.
Like with your laptop in it? God damn.
Told you, quick karma.
What time did the event start?
It started at Haitian time. Started at 7.
And you got there at what
I
time?
got there like 5-ish.
So you had to.
So I had to. It was like if I run home, I'm not gonna make it back in time. So I had to use the photo booth's tablet,
Bro.
which means I couldn't run the photo booth.
Bro.
And so I'm scrambling, downloading songs. And the only thing I kept saying like, "Yep, that's what I get for doing that."
Why you ain't hit me?
Because I'm not gonna tell you to drive up to Boston.
He would have done it
some
for you.
shit.
I
He
would have
would've,
done it for you.
But I wasn't gonna put anybody through that.
We would have
on,
done it for
brother.
you.
I know you're right.
We
though,
would
you're
have
right.
done. We've taken
I
a
mean,
road
it's-
trip to Boston.
It's one thing if I'm like in Pawtucket or Cranston and Johnston.
We would have rented an RV,
and fucking
slept
Dedham.
overnight.
You're right.
It's not even real Boston. It was Dedham.
Yeah,
like,
but
that's
it
just like
still
35 minutes
Nah,
away.
it takes an hour.
All right.
Because of the traffic when you get right Lunar.
So that's what I was like.
So I went to shout out to Mike Rollins, rented the speakers to him.
Yes.
So he had a gig in Newport.
Yeah.
So I went to his house to drop the speakers off.
Yeah.
I got home and he was with Jeff. And Jeff hit me. He was like, yo, forgot to grab the stands. Showing up there in my backseat. Yep, guess I'm going to Newport.
Really?
Yeah, drove
Well,
right
you
to
with
Newport.
the lady. I'm not gonna ruin that night.
This is Darren.
Listen.
Darren needs his laptop. What, you fucking kidding me?
I mean, I appreciate the gesture.
Yeah, just know for next time, brother.
It's
Just know for next time.
for next time. Yeah. I know you guys would have done it, but that's what I get. I still got a free piece out of it though, so I ain't gonna
Free pizza?
free piece.
Oh.
out of it. I still got the piece I needed.
I
You
love
lose-
pizza. I was hoping you said pizza.
I got great food that evening.
Do you lose?
Great
You
Haitian
lost
food.
bread though on the photo booth, right?
No, this was for Stacy and Dennis. So
Oh, so just say.
this is pro bono.
Oh, that's fine. I wouldn't have brought it. I'm kidding. No,
No,
but if it was a money opportunity,
Yeah.
it's,
If it was, I think maybe I would have called in reinforcements, but we were able to muddle through the night, and
all right.
yeah, it was what it was.
Shit.
Jen,
Darren.
how was your weekend, Jen?
It was great.
Great.
Week 1 of football hit the wall.
Hmm.
I mean, so it was good. It was good.
Patriots went to work this weekend, huh?
Yeah, my mom did something that really kind of grinded my gears. But other than that, Sunday was a perfect day.
What she did?
Sunday really is the perfect day.
Perfect fucking day.
I said this online the other day.
I think I seen it.
I hate when people say I wish every day was Friday, and I've said it to you guys before.
I love that you hate that because give us your logic.
Everybody says that. I wish every day was Friday. If every day was Friday, every time you woke up, you'd be like, tomorrow's the weekend, and you wake up and it's fucking Friday again. So you would never have a weekend if every day was Friday.
Stupid.
Every day should be Sunday because all the busy shit that you got to do, you got the chance to do it on Saturday.
Super facts.
So you don't want every day to be Saturday because you just be busy with other shit.
Yep.
Do it on Sunday, you get to relax.
Oof.
You get to take naps.
Naps.
And then when you're
Yeah,
like,
but
damn,
the-
it's gonna be Monday. I gotta get ready for Monday. Damn, I don't want to go to work. You wake up,
It's
Sunday
Sunday.
again.
You know how I would jizz myself if I woke up thinking it was Monday and
it
it
was
was
fucking
Sunday?
Shit, baby, hold on.
Are you kidding me? Sundays are phenomenal.
Love
I have my 3:30 nap every Sunday right on my little comfy couch.
My goodness,
There's not a lot of
it's
events.
lazy.
Oh,
Yeah, and it was nice and cool this Sunday.
We went for a walk. Sundays.
look at that.
You have time to go for a walk.
And then went to Stop Shop, got some steak, and went
Stop
home and
and
made some
Shop
steak and
on a
eggs.
Sunday, there was
Oh,
like
damn, steak and eggs, huh?
Man,
Right?
see, this is when you start to pull out the little tricks. That's when you start to. I'm not gonna just make a simple ass breakfast. We gonna make
I
breakfast.
don't make simple breakfast.
Right,
Come on now.
Right.
Come on
No.
now.
If you gotta go to the store before you make breakfast,
Shit.
yo,
I sit there hungry. Just, what you about to do?
hey, yo,
3 o'clock. Hey, what you got going on in there? What's that? Is that Applewood?
yo.
Smoke.
Sundays are for showing off.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, my mom pissed me off. And it's funny because right before she did that, I just kept saying, it's the perfect Sunday. I bet money there's no one in Providence who could say they're having a better day than I am right now. And then she called me. And she fucked that up. And I was so angry.
Don't be angry at your mom.
I tried not to be.
But you were.
All right, let me tell you what she did.
Tell me.
Because if she ever tries to listen to any of this, I'm just going to burn the whole internet. So, she'll never hear this. Fuck your kids' games. No internet
Jen's
for
on the
anybody.
poles just pulling wires down.
No.
Oh, man. So, I waited all day for the Patriots game. I was so excited. So excited. It hits 8 o'clock. Game starts at 8:20. She calls my phone. Mind you, Saturday, I told her where I would be.
Mm-hmm.
Across town. Can you bring me some milk?
So I'm going. Can I jump in really quick, Jen?
You can jump in.
You are across town.
Across town. She knows. She knew where.
She knows that. If I'm not mistaken, your house is not but 3-4 minutes, maybe.
Walk.
If you're crawling.
Walk.
Okay, all right. From Shaw's.
I said, you live across the street from the supermarket. What do you mean?
And your mom has a vehicle.
Yes.
Was she disabled at the moment?
No.
She was just like, let me fuck with Genevieve.
That's the adult equivalent of, hey,
Go
call
give me
you
the
from
remote.
downstairs
Yeah.
and give me the
Give me the
remote.
Yes. Holy shit.
Maybe she thought you were on your way home.
She was like, where are you? I said, I'm in Providence. She's like, oh, I need some milk.
Golly. So she confirmed that you are nowhere near her. And she
That
still
was the first
asked.
part that pissed me off.
Golly.
And I'm like, but you know where I am? No. Yeah, but I really want some milk. I'm not going to. Yeah, but I want to make tea.
Oh, boy.
Tea.
You can still have the tea absent milk. Just put some extra Splenda.
We really have a knack for tying all these things together,
Come on
guys.
now.
Just
I
use
said tea.
Tea?
Tea. So she actually wanted me to go to the store and get her canned milk.
Wow. Yo, fam.
Mind you, I waited all day for this Patriots game. It's the pregame because it's now 8-something, and you're on my phone talking about I want some milk for some tea, right? So I'm not driving over there. I'm bringing milk. Okay. Hangs up the phone. And then I was reminded, my brother lives a street over from us. So I called her back. I said, why didn't you call him? Because he said he just took a shower. He doesn't want to leave the house.
Fam.
Yo, man.
Yo, that's so interesting.
I can't wait to do that to my kids.
And I'm like, I'm not. She's like, all right, fine. So we hang up. But you know it's your mom.
Yeah, you felt bad.
I gotta go find milk.
Oh, fucking
Why you ain't
A.
call your brother?
Yo.
I would have.
Because he would have said no, and I would have spazzed.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I'm just gonna go get the damn milk.
You're a good daughter.
I missed kickoff.
You are a good daughter.
So you
And
went.
then the worst part is, well, not even the worst part. They're all worse. I had told her Saturday the Patriots was playing. She's like, "What time?" Da, da, da. So I'm thinking maybe she forgot that the Patriots is about to play. I get in the house. This heifer's watching the game.
She watched. She said like, I'm not trying to miss kickoff, so.
I mean, she gonna get some milk if I go to Shaw's.
She's like, I'm about to watch this game. I just need me a nice cup of tea with
Cup
some
of tea.
milk
Watch this
and
football
some
game.
aspartame.
Oh my god.
I'm immediately triggered.
Yo.
I didn't go get canned milk though. I ain't had time. I was like, I'm not getting out the car and going. I went to Dunkin' Donuts in the drive-thru.
Yeah.
Look
and,
at you.
and got a bottle of milk, whole milk, whatever it is.
Time efficiency. Yeah.
Take
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So when I get in, I seen that TV on the Patriots game,
Sit on comfy.
and then she's sitting there. She looks at me. And she goes, I'm like,
She was shocked.
yeah. I didn't think you'd really do it. That shit.
You least she called her girl. She really did it.
She really did that
This shit
shit.
still worked.
You raised a good one.
And then she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I'm like, what are you?
Sorry about you called me.
And then you didn't back down when I told you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can see how your Sunday would be ruined.
That'd be hot.
On Sunday evening.
Yeah.
Evening.
Perfect Sunday
Because
evening.
Sunday is great up until the evening because it's like,
And then
okay.
you're
Yeah,
like, my alarm.
Monday's
Yeah.
coming, yeah.
Oh.
Man, oh,
I actually
man.
feel bad.
So I just handed her the milk.
It's like,
And then
shit.
she said, this is what took me over the edge. She goes, smile.
Man.
I couldn't even say any words to her. I couldn't. And
Smile.
because of her, now I had to buy gas. I had just enough to get to work the next day. So I had to go to the gas station, buy fucking gas, and then go back to where I came
And
from.
you went back to where you came from. Okay. Yo. Wow.
And I was so angry. There was so much anger in my face.
And it took a while for that to come back down.
It took
Yeah,
a lot
dude.
to bring it back down.
Yeah.
Jeez. I'm sorry. Smile.
I just tensed up. You see my whole shoulders up here in my ear?
She's leaning forward.
Yo, that's wild, yo. Oh my goodness. And she gonna be surprised like she didn't ask you to get
Right. Like,
I just spent $2 on 5 ounces of
I feel like this is like what mothers do to their sons, not their daughters.
daughters because the sons like her brother did. We'll say no. We'll say no.
I mean, do you think you treat your mom bad?
If do I think I treat her bad?
Not bad, but like, are you as attentive to your mother as your sister?
I don't like to. Oh no, my sister just talks a lot, but they both talk a lot. Okay. So when I get home from work, mom's is around still. I just don't be wanting to hear talking, yo.
Yeah, but
Me too.
has your mother ever called you and you're like, nah, not today? Like, not.
Nah, I can't do that because I never know. You know what I mean? What's going
You're
down?
much better than that.
But when
On
I
the next
when she-
episode, that's my mama.
but when I do pick, I'll be like, "Ugh, I shouldn't have picked that.
Yeah,
Every time, like the
Yeah.
milk. Because it's funny because as it rang, I looked at it, I said,
it's gonna be dumb.
I'm like, I don't, but
don't
I can't
want to.
not answer.
Yeah.
So I answer. And
Yeah.
then this is where we went.
You gotta wait for a message. I think I may have done this.
I don't listen to voice messages.
But
No.
if it's from mom, like, so you wait
Nope.
because you know you're ignoring the call, right?
Right.
And then if you see like a second or two later, hey, there's a
Somebody
voicemail.
else.
Let me check the voicemail.
No, I never do
moms.
that.
No.
Nah?
Or if I check the
All
voicemail,
her
it'd be
voicemails say
like,
the same.
yeah, it'd be like,
I just
Hi,
call in.
Hi,
Yeah.
Jenny. It's mom. Let me know how you doing.
yep. something useless. That I
Let
didn't
me
need to
hear from you.
Yeah. They'd be like, message from blah, blah, blah. They're like, hi, D. Message deleted.
Damn.
Damn, brother.
Damn.
Anybody in my house, I don't even listen to in my parents' house.
I
My
only
dad.
listen to my birthday
Hey,
message because my mom leaves me a birthday message
No, nope.
every year.
This guy's
I'm a piece of shit. You know how I know I'm a piece of shit towards my mother? Because Clara said one day, she's like, I hope my boys don't treat me the way you treat your mother. I was like, whoa. Whoa. You want to fight, yo? Oh, yeah.
Damn.
I was like, God damn, whoa. Whoa, let's wait a second.
Now,
I was like, I don't treat her bad. She was like, all right.
and I think it's because compared to our ladies and how they have a relationship with their mother,
Yeah.
we're way worse.
Yeah, we're terrible.
Like, I don't call my mom nearly as much when she's not around. You don't miss me on the voice. I'm like, I'm just out here mommy while playing video games and shit. What you mean? You all right?
You're right.
I saw your WhatsApp messages you keep sending me. You're good, clearly.
Yeah, I'm still work.
You're right.
Who taught them how to forward WhatsApp messages?
I swear, I'm fed up. My mom, she showed me one the other day, right? And she's sitting on the couch. You just hear, yeah. I'm like, oh boy, here's some shit. She's like, people like, come. Is this real? She shows it to me. It's a car on the highway. Is a truck, and then like a sedan, and then out of nowhere, a truck just comes, bow, smacks the sedan into the other truck, like fucking squished down into a 2-foot block. She says, "Is this real?" I said, "Mom, most likely it is. Yeah, shit." She's like, "Wow, we have to be careful." I said, "Mom, why are you watching stuff like this?" That person in that car could have done nothing. No, but if you give yourself space and then you see the truck come in, you can, maneuver. I said, Mom, at that velocity, yes, I use velocity with my Nigerian mom. Mom, at that velocity, that car couldn't do anything. Stop watching that stuff, please. She's like, we have to pray. We have to thank God. I said, yes, Mom. Yes, Mom.
All right.
I'm like, stop. Yeah. And don't forward me that shit neither, please.
All right, man, I get it. All right, mommy. All right.
Shit.
All right. Ball of shit. In person, I'm good with my mom, but over the
Word.
phone, in person, I'm real good. But over the phone, I'm a fucking ball of shit. Hi, D. Hi, mommy. What's up? What do you need? No, I'm at work, mommy. I'm at work. I'm at work.
We're not built for chatter, yo.
Right. No, we're not.
No, I don't want to just chatter. I can't. And then when I do try, and this is why I always go back to what I do. Like I said, Mom's at the crib. I'll come home from work. You know what? I'm actually going to not go to my cave.
Yeah.
I'm going to fix up my food, come sit with you, and we'll talk.
Yeah.
We'll be talking. Her phone rings. No matter who, no matter what. My sister. I was just talking.
By the grace of God.
So, all right, I just pick my food up, I leave, and I go right back to my cave.
Yeah.
I try. Mom not gonna say, Mom, put the damn phone down. So, I do what I can. Look at Jen.
He said, my sister.
Yeah, my sister. And then she's the lean back. My sister. Cross their legs or something. Oh, word.
She getting comfortable.
We were just talking, Mom. So you don't care about my life and my well-being.
It's not doing nothing.
Oh, shit. I am just here.
We thank God. Yes.
Amen, Mom.
Jeez. How we talking? Oh, Darren, you're shitball. That's how we got here?
Bullshit. Most subjects start that way.
Yeah, I think it's a son-mother
Really
thing.
is.
Unless it's like an only child, then I think it's okay. But when you have siblings, go bother them. Yeah, you don't need me. Oh, Lord. So I somehow, and I swear it's because of the podcast, I keep diving into the vegan thing, right? So the podcast I was talking about, the How I Built This One, the gentleman who created Beyond Meat, his name is Ethan Brown. He was on talking about how he ended up, with the Beyond thing, and how he ended up coming up with the idea of the protein from plant-based stuff, which is equivalent to, not the same as like meat from animals, but we do it for the protein. So you can pull that same protein from plants. And the way he was explaining it made me actually want to like go down that path. Not saying I'm doing it, not saying I've started. But he said, not so much because of like a I'm better than you thing or a health thing. It's like, yo, there's mad cows that are burping and farting, fucking up the ozone layer. Besides that, the amount of meat consumption in the U.S. is not sustainable. So if there's this substitute, that will at least cut down on using that many. So just for the sake of not killing as many chickens and having all the cows farting and fucking shit up, eat this other thing just to at least reduce the amount of that. I'm like, oh, if it tastes good, I'll fuck with it.
The veggie Whopper was good.
It was, see, now if somebody said, hey, look, this is all we got for the next 6 months and you want a Whopper, you'd still eat it.
Yeah.
Boom. So that's it. So I'm like, okay. So if I see it.
That was good, Bim.
That's all, that's all he did. Because I don't care about, this is going to sound bad. I don't care about
The
animals.
I know.
Fuck off. I don't care. But if, like you broke down the chicken thing, right?
What chicken thing? There's mad wings. Yeah.
So what do you do with the rest, right? I think somebody said like 5 billion animals are killed off every year, and like 4 or 3 point something billion of it is chickens. Because how much of the chicken is really being used? You kill a whole chicken just for those, and you throw the other parts, like Rowan said, into a hot dog or some shit. So, right, bone included. So if I eat this other thing that's made out of different types of protein, seasoned the same, and possibly cuts back on the amount of chickens or cows needed, and I still enjoy the flavor, why not? Just like if I buy a Tesla and I'm reducing the amount of gas that I'm putting in my vehicle, I don't need to put oil in my vehicle. Yeah, it takes electricity to run it, but I'm not adding to that. We're good. But as I got into this rabbit hole of the environment and shit, there's not much I can do. In fact, the worst thing you could do for the environment is have kids, because you're just introducing another human that's going to take up needs, whether it be clothing, air, eating, shit. What you say? Oh, shit.
I feel like
Darren, he's definitely attacking you.
Darren is single-handedly.
You should be triggered. That was beyond a soap.
Yeah.
No, but it's true,
That was a
though.
tank.
Yo, add me next time.
Adam or Dapper, my nigga.
All right, Kobe.
Damn.
My guy, Kobe.
Continue.
Real quick, though, for the Kobe shit.
That shit was hilarious.
Somebody said in a meme, the player says, hey, coach, I'm not going to be able to come to the game. My dad just passed away, and, I need a couple of weeks or something like that. And Kobe says, is you missing the game going to bring your dad back?
Yo,
I love that
these
guy,
memes
man.
are amazing.
So for anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about.
Pause in the
Yes.
vegan comment. Ouch.
Got him.
I don't like ugly.
So Kobe Bryant has been coaching his daughter's basketball team, and he put up a picture.
They're fourth graders, yes.
They're in 4th grade, yes.
Don't qualify. This shit is great.
Actually, I'm not sure if they're in 4th grade.
They're older now. When they lost, they were in the 4th grade.
Okay. So his caption on the picture of his daughter's basketball team is, here's our 4th place winners. The 7th player, not in pick, missed this game for a dance recital. So that should tell you where her focus was at this time. Kobe's getting roasted for his brutally honest IG caption, according to Complex. So this is what we were talking about. Kobe being like, you got something better to do?
And that was 2 years ago.
Was it?
Yeah, down at the bottom, you had a hashtag.
So there's
2
a lot
years
of back and forth, and then
because that came because a few days prior, he had posted a picture that said 2 years ago we lost to the same team,
yeah,
22-21. And in this picture, he had the girls jumping in joy in front of the scoreboard, and the score is losing team 27, winning team 115.
no mercy rule.
God bless Kobe Bryant,
God
man.
damn, Kobe.
Mamba mentality all the way.
God damn, Kobe.
Check the glow up, yo. He did not pull the starters. Y'all stay in there. You put the whipping on these fuckers.
Right.
You're like, your 7th player want to go to a dance recital, so now y'all got to work harder.
So there was a lot of back and forth, and people are like, "Damn, you were going kind of hard on that little girl."
And
trying
he
to
was
go to
actually
the dance
replying to
recital."
people.
Yeah. So then he fixed his caption based on it, and basically explained that the picture was from 2 years ago. La la la. You still said this girl's focus. This tells you what a girl's focus was, right? It's still like like
Yo, he spoke his mind, man. Fuck that shit. He spoke his mind,
That's what
man.
I'm saying. Don't try to dial it
Yeah,
back. Just
yeah. That's why I'm
own
mad
it.
that he changed that shit, man. He
Own
spoke
that
his
shit.
mind.
We all know you came at that little girl.
All right, I said what I said. She wasn't there. Shit. And he said, and the seventh girl, not pictured.
Mad petty.
Damn,
Mad
Kobe.
petty.
In
Nobody would have known.
Nobody, because she's not there, right?
Nobody would have known.
It's like the Ja Rule thing. 10 stacks for anyone who could show me a picture. Nobody was there.
He was there. Oh, fuck. Kobe's a man.
Yeah.
So,
So
yeah.
I think my favorite one, I'll just play it real quick. I was like, 12-year-old, Mr. Kobe, I can't make the game tomorrow. I have a dance wrist side. And then it's...
What the hell is that?
I don't know. So anyways,
Oh, fuck.
ladies and gentlemen, Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant. LeBron would never.
He would never.
would never.
Never. You're too
Are you done
soft.
talking about vegans and chickens?
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, no.
So are you thinking about taking it up?
So I will, if I see it in the supermarket, the Beyond Burgers or
Vegan options.
or the yeah, I'd buy it. Yeah, I'd give it a try, and if I actually like it, shit, I'm copping.
Have you been to Plant City?
Not yet. I'm looking to go there
We walked by there
with
the
the
other
lady.
day.
So I hear
on the bridge.
They
Yeah.
actually have a challenge, or I don't know, a challenge, if you will, where they they take your blood. It sounds weird. I don't have the full scope of things, but apparently they challenge you to not eat meat for a month,
Okay,
and then they
not doing that.
they take your blood and to show you the difference in you not
At the
eating.
restaurant?
Maybe, I don't know. I feel like I heard it and I was like, oh, that sounds weird, but I said I would, under the right circumstances, not eat meat for a month.
Yeah, it's so and it would be a transition because you think about it, you eat 3 or 4 meals a day, right? If you have a little snacks or whatever. So, and if it's meat or plant based, that would be a difference maker because if it's plant based, then that means nothing coming from an animal. Period.
Which sucks.
So that's vegan.
Yeah, or plant based.
I did not know that. Those are
Yeah.
Yeah.
synonyms.
And then, but if it's vegetarian,
Then you can
do the
just not meat.
cheese still
Yeah,
and
yeah.
whatnot.
I did know that.
Yeah. So I mean, but I am willing to. If I see it in the supermarket, I will grab it and try it. If it tastes good, I'll in between do different shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not? Because I hate my brain because like now the more understanding you have of something, like or at least for me, the deeper I go, and it's like fuck,
You can't unknow it now.
I can't unknow it, and it's like yeah, I can change my stuff, but it's such a micro level that it doesn't have that much of an impact on
Because everybody got to do it.
yeah, like people are pulling tons of fish out of the ocean, and people
Yeah.
are, fucking just give me a steak. They'll take 3 bites and throw the rest away. And it's like, fuck, we suck, yo.
We suck.
We're the only. I don't know, like maybe some animals, but out of all the living creatures on the earth, we're the ones just fucking it up. The earth doesn't need us.
That's true.
It really like doesn't need us for
It
shit.
would probably thrive if it weren't for us.
Yeah, it's like I was
Squirrels
walking.
ain't building bulldozers.
What you say?
You said the
Squirrels ain't
Oh,
building
they just trying to,
No,
they just trying
not
to
at
have
all.
fun, right?
They just trying to find a nut.
Just having fun.
Just
That's
trying to
it.
get a nut.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Meanwhile, like we're like over here, look at my manicured grass. The grass doesn't need you to cut it. The grass is fine.
Let
Just,
that shit grow.
yeah, the grass is like I'm working on my furrow, man.
Right,
You keep
right,
cutting my
right.
shit.
I'm trying to-
You know what I'm saying?
But then we have rules, and the city's gonna fine you if you don't cut your grass.
They'll fine if you don't cut your grass. You can't save rainwater.
Nope.
That's illegal.
Yeah.
Wow.
How dumb is that?
Holy fuck. And if say you were to, I don't know the rules around shit, but say you had taken all your land and made it fertile enough to grow shit everywhere,
You have to have like a permit for that.
you need a permit. So all these hurdles blocking you from doing what you really should be doing
Yep.
on the earth, which is just
Growing.
growing stuff and eating.
Yeah. Having a farm.
Yes.
Being natural.
It's all the business. Wow. Oh.
I want a burger.
Beyond Burger
I
or
want
just
chicken.
any burger? Went to a place yesterday. So the lady and I went to check out wedding venues.
Fun.
First of all, anyone listening, some of you niggas ain't come to the wedding. That's just expensive. We did a list
It's very
yesterday real
expensive.
quick. I'm like, I'm trying to keep this number low. That shit's fucking nuts.
Right?
So we
Wait,
went.
can I? Where have you? Sorry.
Oh, no,
Where have
go
you
ahead.
been? Where have you been?
We only went to 2 places. I don't want to give it. I want
Okay,
niggas
okay.
biting my idea. I'll tell
No,
you
no,
off the mic.
okay,
I'll
I'm
tell
gonna
you
get
off the
married
mic, yo.
again. Yeah.
Not you.
Exclusive.
Stop.
Exclusive.
Because we want something. Why's she calling me now? Anyways, we want something.
Answer on their phone.
Is that your
It's
mom?
my aunt.
Oh,
Yeah, I got DJ for her tomorrow. Yeah. We're trying to do something a little different, possibly. So, yeah.
All this
are you
karaoke.
going to be
I'm like,
outside?
I forgot about that. So yeah, after we went to get food and someplace around our way, I'll bring it up later. But I had some fondue to die for.
to die for.
It was to
Tell
die
me
for.
more, bitch.
And here I am. This is to die for. And here I am, Mr. Lactose.
That bitch was aggressive,
Here I am, Mr. Lactose. I taste
but also
that shit.
welcoming at the same time.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Come on now.
Yeah.
And I bodied that shit.
You ate the fondue?
A lot of the
Fondue,
fondue.
dude.
At 4 a.m, yeah. That shit came back.
Just take these pills.
I don't need no pills. I don't need no man-made shit. They made that shit in the lab. I don't want it.
I'll be natural.
You may had a second fondue fountain from your
Yo,
ass.
okay, Jen. All right, Jen.
But yo, it was worth it.
You gotta relax.
You gotta relax. That shit was so good, yo. And they had some bomb burgers on the menu, but we got wings and pizza and fondue. But
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
not hungry. Shut up.
I know, right? Come on, man.
Fondue sounds tasty.
That shit was so
Never
good.
had fondue.
I thought it was just like melted cheese and you dip shit in it.
Yeah, it's not.
But they added like a bunch of other shit.
Broccoli
And, like it was just
Actually,
really
I'm lying.
fucking
There was
good.
fondue at my brother's wedding, but I don't remember if I had any. There was a chocolate fountain.
That's different from
It's
fondue.
not fondue.
Yeah, that's why I said it like no, it was a chocolate fountain. It wasn't a cheese fountain. It was a chocolate fountain.
It was one or the other.
Some liquidy. I don't know. It's edible.
It was hot.
It was hot. It was edible. It was tasty.
That's it. They're basically the same thing.
Oh man. But you know, burgers are always clutch, man. Always clutch.
Good shit.
You know what's always clutch? Steak and cheese egg rolls.
They don't do that no more though.
Who don't?
I thought it was just that place that had it.
No, but long live Egg Roll Cafe.
It was at the same location as
It
Daisy
was.
Joe's.
And
R.I.P.
everything else. Yeah.
Sheesh.
Oh, that's what happened.
And the
I don't know.
barbecue place. Damn. Why that location suck, yo?
It's not a good spot to be.
It's not.
It has a drive-through built in.
Yeah.
And
It's
no,
a-
they
it's
don't
a-
utilize it.
They
though.
do.
They do.
Who-
But
who
it's
used it?
tough. Both spots use
Oh,
it.
so like
both
that.
of them.
The
Egg Roll
donut
Cafe
place
used
use it?
Yeah, and donut place.
But I feel like it's hard. Like I'm not. The menu is that extensive.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go there. I want to go inside. But it's such a busy area.
Yeah, and people are going to Dave's, and so for people who don't know, we're talking about the what's that, Airport Road? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the strip on Airport Road. People either going home or going to some other shit.
Yeah.
So they just happen to see it, and if you're on the right side, you're not going to stop.
Yeah,
and just
cross
pull
traffic
in.
because it's too busy. And
Yeah,
and to
it's-
cross is a pain in the ass.
It's a tough location, even though you got delicious shit.
Speaking of strip,
Whoa.
Titties.
nah.
Shake them tassels.
So did you guys hear that they proposed a 24-hour nightclub district?
I was going to bring that up.
Yeah.
It's over there by where the titties are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. Is that what made you think of that?
I heard strip, and they were trying to do like a strip
Okay.
type area as well.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's over there by where Wild Zebra is, like that.
Yeah, that little area. Well,
Yeah.
not little area. It's a good stretch.
Yeah.
Allen's Ave.
How do y'all feel about that? Some people were upset. I seen on the Facebook, but people always mad
I'm
on Facebook.
telling you, I've been saying it. Y'all got me on whatever this is called, record on mic. They're gentrifying from downtown up towards South Providence.
Yep.
That's what that is. Because you can't have a 24-hour club district anywhere.
Well, they won't be open 24 hours.
No,
What would
it
it
will.
be? Yeah.
No way.
Yes.
That's what it said.
That's what it's why it's called a 24-hour club district, Bim.
Oh, because the Gentleman Club will still be open.
So
But
they'll
like
be-
some of the other bars.
I don't think everything there in that
Yeah.
area will be open 24/7, but
Gotcha.
the area itself will probably always have something open for you to do.
I like the idea.
I think it brings jobs at the very least, but I also feel like it's gonna bring more negative than positive.
I think
I-
it's going to
I
cause
don't
the
think
other
so.
clubs that have already been open to suffer.
Some. So here's the thing, right? Like, if I'm not, so we all know what Federal Hill used to look like.
Yes.
When it was popping, right? Clubs and everything. Those the owners of the buildings, as incidents happen, get people out. We don't want it. The people are fighting. There's other shit. Get out. We're just gonna keep it as a restaurant. Or if we're open late, it'll just be no live entertainment, meaning no
lounge,
DJ,
yeah.
and we'll just have people drinks
Hookah
and
and all
that's it, hookah. So now you don't have the opportunity. So like people who promote parties have to go from here to here. The place that we used to DJ at, that's Milk Money now.
Vanity.
Vanity used to be a club spot.
Yep.
Nope, just restaurant now. So like, if you take all that energy that has to keep bouncing around and just focus it in one area, I'm actually cool
But
with
it's
that.
not focusing in one area because other clubs will still be open. They'll just be suffering.
Yeah.
Now,
but-
so yeah, and sorry, Darren.
Go ahead.
But like the clubs, unless you own the building, you don't have to stay there. You stay until your lease is up, and then go to the club district.
Yeah.
Bring your energy or your
So now you have
business over
abandoned
there.
buildings, and then those
They'll do
landlords are going to
something.
suffer.
They'll do something with those
Yeah.
buildings.
They'd definitely be
I-
Whether sell it, because it's all they want to keep downtown for JWU, Brown University. That's where they're going with this.
Yeah.
Yes.
They,
They
keep
don't-
all that shit down there.
Yeah,
Like,
they don't
we went on
want.
the pedestrian bridge, and that's exactly what I was saying. I'm like, this shit costs $22 million, but it's gonna make the city its money back.
Yeah.
Because just as an attraction, if you're trying to attract people to bring their kids to Brown, to Ivy League school, and you bring them on this dumbass, pretty ass bridge, oh, I love Providence. Yeah, you should
Exactly,
move it.
it's true.
And there's a shitload of hotels that are popping up.
Popping up.
downtown.
You've
Yeah.
noticed that, right? And I
right.
got another call today where I called it back, and the person's voicemail said, "Hey, this is so and so. Sorry, I missed your call. We're just calling to see if you wanted to sell your property."
See?
So this is the man's voicemail, which means he uses this phone just to call people about
Yeah,
this.
yeah, and it's a thing because like I try to think of it. I get it for the people who live in Providence, who are saying they're trying to dump everything on this side, but from a business perspective, as a money making thing, you don't want to upset people who are paying high dollar amounts for their homes if they own it. Like, hey, why is this happening? I just bought this house. They're going to the committee meetings, right? The city meetings.
Right.
When Foxy has whatever dispute against them, people are going to those meetings who have property there saying, I don't want this around my house.
Yeah.
So that's how decisions are made. So until people actually start going to those things, or they're not gonna like this, start owning shit to where they can say no as a group of owners, homeowners, we don't want this. You're not gonna have a say.
No.
Now, I've been to Vegas. I've heard about Bourbon Street. I've heard about a place in Quebec or Montreal that has a strip of entertainment spots.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea.
It's not.
If you can stay there, take an Uber, club hop, bar hop, all on that strip and just walk up and down and have a good time,
Yeah.
I think that's a good look
Yeah.
to me.
Well, the other aspect of that is those people in South Providence are now kind of upset because they feel like it's a dumping ground for them. It's kind of impeding on their area and their stuff what they have going on.
But it's away from residential areas.
Yeah, if it's down there in
Yeah.
that stretch,
Yeah.
everything up is further up, and it's
Right.
a shitty area.
And then the highway access is right there. So it's not like
You are
people
so
have
judgy, Miss Warwick.
Miss Warwick.
it's not a shitty area.
Sheesh. You're from there, my nigga. The fuck?
No,
Right,
I'm not
and-
from there.
From South Province?
Yes, you are, bro.
Is that
Washington
South
Park,
Providence?
man.
All right. Well, it's
on.
far away from that.
It's like a few blocks in
still
that
far
Punch
direction.
him in the head.
Listen,
Punch him in the head.
From where we used to live, we weren't hearing all that shit, and all that shit wouldn't make it over.
Oh, you're talking
to-
about Allen's Ave?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about South Providence.
No,
That's
no,
why I was
no,
like,
no,
damn,
no,
son,
no.
you're from
I'm
there.
talking about that strip.
Oh, with
area.
all the
But it's
that-
only
industrial
across.
I know
stuff.
it's
right
it's
there.
a ways, but like I wouldn't if we still lived over there, I wouldn't be upset. Like you're
No.
impeding
I
on
just
my
misunderstood
space.
what you said.
Oh,
You
no.
said it's a shitty area. That's why I was
Well,
like, damn,
no,
son,
no,
you're
not
from
not
there.
we were, but I'm talking about like that immediate.
Oh,
There's
Allen's
really
Ave. It's like a lot of
nothing-
scrap metal.
There's not
yards
much
and
there.
stuff.
And then
Yeah.
if you go towards further into the Washington Park section where the state names of the streets, you have residential living for Johnson and Wales students. You have the Johnson and Wales campus
Right
back
there,
there.
yep.
Those kids can go to that bar district. You know what I'm saying?
Leads you
So
right into Cranston, and that's a nice area.
yeah. So I think it's some people won't like it because it seems like shit's being pushed there. But guess what? They want to drive business downtown. Surprise! It's been happening for years.
Right.
Yes.
People
I'm
keep
saying.
getting
Part of the
stabbed
same gentrification.
and shot. Surprise! They're not gonna let that fucking shit happen with all the money they're spending and putting into downtown. People aren't gonna like it, but that's just what happens.
But so I guess no.
Go
Go,
ahead.
I'm sorry, not John.
I was gonna say I find myself just back and forth all the time thinking. So is gentrification good or is it bad?
It depends on where you're looking at it. So I just had a tough call I had to make to one of my tenants because I'm selling the property.
Get her
But
the fuck out.
oh, be nice.
Come on, Darren. You're Miss Warwick, you mean girl.
Yeah.
Mean girl.
But from like I felt bad, but then after the call, I was like, oh, it's part of doing business, right? It's if you want appreciation for an area, if you want a state to make money, you have to do things in order to bring the money in. Then from that money, you hope there's a trickle down effect to where it benefits every other spot. But unless you own something, you have no stake, you have no say. And that's the fact. Like if you're renting and your landlord can get almost 50% on top of what they purchased the home for, guess what? They're going to sell.
Yeah.
Whoever buys it at that higher number, they're going to
Gotta
have
pay
to
for that
increase your rent.
They have to pay that mortgage.
They have to pay that mortgage because they're investing, and you're going to have to move. Now, it sucks, but if you're not in a position to buy something and put your stake down, that's the risk you take as a renter. The chance that you'll have to end up leaving potentially. Like my pastor was telling me about when they first came to the U.S., they had to move like 5 times because people would sell and then their rent would jump up by like $400. They can't afford that. You got to move again. But that's what happens as a renter. You take that risk. Is it fair?
No.
But
that's you.
It's part of being a renter.
Yes.
You don't have, especially
You
if your
don't have
lease,
that security.
right? If your lease is month to month, guess what? You can get bounced out at any time. You know, with the proper notice and whatnot. That's just how it is. You know.
So I guess I find myself again thinking that more negative is going to happen in that stretch of area over all that. Like I think it was one of the concerns that just the amount of crime that could happen. I don't know that Providence is equipped to have such a thing.
We couldn't even handle bikes.
I think when it's concentrated, so like being that like going to Vegas, you would think, whoa, motherfuckers could just drink outside and all this shit in Bourbon Street.
At
Wow,
Times Square.
you mean you could just drink outside?
Well, I guess you can't really drink outside in Times Square, but,
But
you could be outside.
Yeah,
at
but you could
night.
be outside at night. So after a while, so like if there's a police presence, constant police presence, think about it. It's one strip versus downtown, so where they'd have to be spread out all over. Back when they had the horses and stuff, or we need some over here on Broad Street. We need some over here in Onlyville. We need some over
I
here
just feel like
down
it'll just
Federal
hurt.
Hill.
There's like I didn't even think about Broad Street because there's so many clubs in Providence that if you make 24-hour clubs, it would just hurt those others. I feel like
Yeah.
if anything, it should be an after hours area.
Right.
You know what I mean? That would make more sense. So that way, if you guys open at 1 a.m. and these other clubs doors close at 1 a.m., then cool, you're not taking business from those clubs that already have established. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's a lot of buildings on Broad Street that are clubs. A lot of buildings downtown. There's buildings at Federal Hill. Even though they're switching over to restaurants, there's still a lot of clubs.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be fucking up somebody's part of this economy, and that's gonna trickle down to hurt other people.
Now, are they proposing to do that with just moving downtown and Federal Hill entertainment to that area, or everything in Providence?
No, just that small area, whatever's in that area.
Oh no, but where would they be? Would they shut down clubs everywhere
I
in
don't
Providence
think
and
they
just
would
keep
shut
it there?
down clubs.
Or
No, I don't think they shut
oh,
down
okay,
clubs.
yeah. If that's the case, then like I think this, like the not necessarily one-offs, but the Broad Street ones still survive. They're still around. I don't think they go anywhere because it's a certain demographic. But maybe then the Federal Hill ones, maybe those fizzle out, and the downtown ones possibly
I
fizzle
just
out.
don't think it's feasible. I think the clubs that as they are would actually survive longer than a 24-hour club district.
You think so?
I think so.
I don't know.
Because in the beginning it's like cool, like oh my god, I can go to the club any time of day, and then after a while you can be like,
Yeah, let's get so.
this is
But
old.
We're
That's,
old.
but that's, I'm
Yeah.
saying that's
I'm
for
old, definitely.
us. But for those JWU kids that are down there, they just have a continuous stream of young party people that are going to be frequenting that area.
People go to Vegas multiple times a year to go to
Yeah.
the same place.
Yeah. And they
People
and
go
they
to the
sell
same
out
place
and
now
they
constantly.
pack.
Yeah.
They do that shit in Miami. We
Yeah.
saw it.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
I just
we
feel
saw
like
it.
the way it's the owners of these clubs are going to be wasting money during certain hours. It's
Yeah.
kind of like why stores are not open really past 8 or 9 p.m. because people don't really shop for clothes
Yeah.
that late. So if you're open from 9 to 1 a.m. as a clothing store, unless it's Black Friday, you're losing money
Yeah.
because you're paying staff, you're paying for whatever.
Right, right.
And I feel like it's going to be the same thing with those clubs where in the beginning 24 hours is cool, but then they be like, you know, I really don't make no money from 6 to 12 or
And that's
Right.
when you do like a lounge or a breakfast or restaurant, a lunch type deal.
right. So
Right.
the 24-hour club thing won't last. Is what
Right.
I'm saying.
Or-
It'll morph somehow.
They'd have to get creative. So, like in Miami, as Darren mentioned, when you're walking on the strip during the day, happy hour specials.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're pulling you in with some other deal. So they'd have to get creative as to how they
Yeah,
get
how
people
they
in to
go.
make money. No entry fees anymore. But when you come in, the drinks may be a little more expensive, but those drink prices are consistent amongst every other place that you would go to on the
yep,
strip.
yep, yep.
So hey, you got to buy something. So you're gonna like my place better because I have this DJ, or they just have to get more creative.
Yeah, I just think
then
24
they-
hours is not.
And
It's
then
not
they'll-
smart business.
Maybe
wise,
not
in my
20.
opinion.
So then how does like in New York, how do you pull it off in New York where they're open
They're not
until
24
5,
hours.
6? Not. But I think staying for those clubs to be able to stay open till 5, 6 versus closing at 2 will make a big difference for them.
Yes,
And even here, if they do call it the 24-hour district, I think things will still close at 1 or 2.
that's what I'm saying.
But the strip clubs, because those are already there, in those
Being
24
there.
hours. So I think that's why they were
All
or they're
clubs
open
in
super
that
late.
area can
Yeah.
stay open later
If they
there's-
want to.
Yeah.
It's funny noticing little blocks that you could tell have some grandfathered rules to
Yes.
them. Because like downtown, there's that one block where stuff can close at 3 a.m.
Yep.
Everything else had to close at 2. On the Cranston, like after the Cranston Plaza, there's this one little block. It's where that little hut is that sells the ice cream 24 hours,
Yeah.
the breakfast.
Yeah.
I noticed the 4 things in that corner all are 24 hours. It's a laundromat that's 24 hours, and then 2 other things. And I'm like,
They're like, oh, okay.
some,
okay,
you know what I mean? It looks like a zoning thing where
Yeah.
things in this block could be open 24 hours, and then that's it. So the businesses that are there, they're there forever. But it's weird. Like, how do you get grandfathered into some shit like that?
Yeah. And if somebody who has skills culinary wise, you better snatch up a little bit of property if that's going to happen over there, and you sell whatever you're selling on that thing.
There's
like-
a nice place over there. The Wharf, the Waldorf, not the Waldorf, the Wharf.
Waldorf Astoria.
Connolly Wharf.
What?
Is that where people do the baby showers? Is that where you had the party?
yeah. That's on like on the second
Oh, that
floor.
spot, yeah,
It's
yeah.
really, and I know it's being managed, but they haven't done anything with it since one of the owners died.
Oh.
And that's a beautiful spot.
Yeah. You can. So if someone with foresight can say, hey, if this thing is coming, if I set up a little hot dog shop,
Yeah.
small square footage thing,
Something. It may look dinky
I'm
now.
killing it.
Yeah,
I'm killing it.
But when it comes, yeah.
And it's technically on the water.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
somebody
yeah.
at some point is going to beautify that.
Come
Yeah,
on now.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then they're going to kick all you motherfuckers out of there too.
Man, listen. If they really put a club like on a pier or something,
Oh,
that
it's
sticks
lit.
out.
It's
Yeah.
lit. Come on. See? You see it.
I see it.
See?
It's happening.
Yeah,
So are people supposed to vote on this, or is this a done deal?
It's right now. I believe. Well, 3 days as of 3 days ago, it was in front of the board chair. No. The chairman proposed it to some people. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
we'll watch this unfold.
I'm interested because that would be a big change for Providence. That's something
Huge.
very different, and it could go either way. It could be super successful, and because I know me, yo, what we doing tonight, Young Bim? Yo, let's just hit up the strip and see what's going on. Because we used to go to downtown and roam around all of downtown, just looking
See
for
what
the
to
let
do.
out or whatever.
Yeah.
Now, if you got this strip where you can have something to eat and hit these couple of things and just kick it, and like that's the spot. That's what's wrong. Yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Here she goes.
Don't let them stop you. Go ahead, sis.
Now you're peer pressuring me. I don't even know how to start this. If I told you know somebody named Stevlin, would you believe me?
Say again now.
Stevlin?
Stevlin.
Maybe it's Steveland.
Stevlin.
What is going on
No,
right now?
no, I wouldn't believe you.
Stevlin Morris?
Huh?
Morris.
Stevlin Morris? That is Stevie Wonder's real name. Talk amongst
Stevlin?
yourself.
And she gonna go to the bathroom. How you drop that
She
nugget
gonna
on
leave.
us?
We gotta go back to that when I come back.
Stevlin.
Wait, what? So why they call him Stevie? All right, we'll save it. Darren, do the plugs, man. Let her do her pee bag.
I don't want to do the plugs. I want to talk about Stevlin.
We can't. She has all the information she
You're right,
left.
You're right. Folks, thank you for listening and rocking with us per usual. Follow us on Instagram, PLSDELTHIS. On Twitter, the same handle. On Instagram, on Facebook, we're Please Delete This. On YouTube, we're also Please Delete This. Listen to us on your favorite streaming platforms, such as Spotify, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Google Play, pretty much any podcast streaming app. We should be there.
We are there.
We are there, yes. If we're not and you want to listen to us there, let me know. We'll do what we can to get us on there. And hey, Bim,
You.
when
How's it go? Hey, you. It's mad version. You got the Michael Jackson 5-1, the In Vogue one.
yeah, yes.
Oh, what were you gonna say? Sorry.
So when you're mad, when you're upset,
Here we go.
what for you?
Hmm.
What is the best thing that you can? What can be done for you to get you out of that madness? Like bother you, take you out.
Nothing can be done for me. I gotta do something myself.
You gotta get your stuff out of it.
Yeah, I like to, and it's gonna sound bad. Sorry, guys who listen who are sensitive about this kind of stuff. I drive fast. I need to be in my car. I need to play something loud. I need to drive fast with the windows open.
Okay, that's how you get that steam out.
Yeah, because when I don't have, I drive a Camry, so I'm not.
You're not out here. You're not out here blazing the streets.
Right, I'm not.
It's not Grand Theft Auto here.
Right,
folks.
I'm not burning tires and
Yeah.
that, but I just like to speed
Going down
on the
95.
highway. Yeah, just when I put my foot down on that pedal, like, and I go, I feel like I literally exhale with the RPMs.
Okay.
Yeah, and that kind of helps to put me in a better space.
I asked him what he does when he's like upset to get out of that
And I like to speed in my car.
in your car to
Oh, yeah.
Boston.
Oh yeah, Camry gang.
Gang.
What do you, Jen, when you're upset or mad? Not or, but anyways, what do you like to do to get that steam out?
First of all, I have the patience of a saint, and I don't get mad.
You do.
You've been mad though.
I've gotten you upset.
He did? Well, you did.
Not like super upset, but I've got the whole I forgot to hit record. She got big mad. That
I
day.
didn't get mad.
She wasn't big mad.
She was mad enough.
Disappointed.
No,
There you
you
go.
were mad. Anyways, when you are mad,
I don't
you're
get
upset.
mad.
You just told us how upset you were with your mother.
But I did it though, and I wasn't mad.
But how you come down from
Yeah.
where you
I
was
can't
at?
say that on the mic.
Oh,
Wow. All right, cool.
Darren, what do
That's
you
what
do,
you get for
sir?
asking.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I usually just like to be left alone.
You need
like-
solitude.
turtle.
Yeah.
In
I'm a
your
turtle. I go in my
shell.
shell and I just just retreat in my shell
Oh boy.
for like I don't know 2-3 days. Depending
Days.
Yeah, days.
Brethren, wow.
Yeah, days.
Darren's definitely a robot. He's gonna plug himself in.
Let us power down. do 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 do.
They had 2 or 3 days, bro.
Yeah,
charge up.
it usually it's been bad before.
Yeah,
It's been like a good couple months. But
Sir.
yeah, but again, depending on what I'm mad at, like and how mad I am, I don't get mad easily. But when I do, I shut right down, and it has to be like a good solid day where I'm just like, you're gonna get this much out of me. And I'm looking for a better way to cope, if you will.
So during that time, so like, what's happening when you're in solitude? Are you thinking about the thing that upsets you?
Yeah.
Are you thinking about like how upset what it was made you, and how do you, when you're coming out of it, is it because of some revelation that you came to internally, or is it just time that just
You ever
helps
thought
you
about being a
disperse it?
psychiatrist? That was good.
That was really good.
Wow.
Hey, I'm out here.
Wow.
I'm out here.
Interviewer.
Yeah,
Check.
I thought about it. Senior year is too late by then.
Therapist.
Check.
Whatever the hell it is you do for your real job, I'm still not really
Analyst.
sure. Check. That's very broad.
It is.
Analyst. I'm saying writer of things.
About to lay down on the couch, like it all started. I don't know. So I think I think it over, and then
Okay.
I leave it alone. Like I just don't think about it and focus on something else.
Yep.
But the whole time I'm kind of low key. And then when I start to get out of it, it's just time, and eventually it'll be coming to terms with whatever it was. I'm very resistant to talking about it, but
Okay.
I think sometimes talking about it helps.
Yeah, for sure. And I was going to go there, but I know you hate the communication.
hate
thing.
it.
But it's important to know what your process is, because everybody's different. I had to deal with that with myself. Like,
Brother's getting deep.
right? We hear it. And I was actually going to go there, but I'm glad you did that. I have to understand, we have to understand ourselves completely before getting involved, either in a relationship, friendships, all of that. Because if something happens and you don't know how to cope with whatever that thing is, then the poor other folks are like, yo, what's up? And you can't communicate that to them. They don't know what's up. Like, you're not able to share it effectively unless you really understand like what your process is and what you need for real. So knowing that, like, it's important to know what it is that pulls you out of it. If it is legit just time, it's unfortunate for the other person because they got to wait. But I know for me, I'm thinking through what makes sense. And then I found that when I say it out loud to the person, it actually expedited the process. Like, so and not even like conversationally, but you're just kind of muddling through the thoughts. It's more concise. It's not just like super raw. Like you kind of had a little bit of time to think it through.
Yeah.
But it's like, yo, and then this, and then, but you know what? Actually, what I'm really feeling, because then more starts to come out. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but someone has to be willing to hear that and like really sit through you figuring it out. But we all have different ways, man. Yeah. What's up, Jen?
So back to your revelation that you dropped on us before we went to go pee.
Stevlin.
Oh, wait, no. How you leave this conversation just like that?
All done.
Wait a minute. That's good stuff.
That
Hold
was,
on.
no, that was great stuff. Yes. And
So, go ahead.
He's done.
No,
yeah,
no, come on,
so
man.
you know what it is? It's, again, depending on what it is, I just have to go to my shell
Yeah.
and internalize it. And just like kind of mull it over. And sometimes talking about it does help.
I'm charging you guys by the hour.
But I often find it's hard to find who I want to talk about it to.
Aha, which is super important.
Because I feel like, depending on what it is, I may not give you what you need to know of it because I'm being resistant.
Yeah.
So, like, I could talk to you about work and relationship shit, where I probably talking to Jen about it. I don't want Jen to make sense of my relationship woes, because I at that point I don't want to hear the logical part. I want, whoa. I want you to understand what I'm saying and how I feel.
So why don't you guys understand women? That's all they want from you.
I do understand women, but it's just a matter of what we're willing to give up. Because
No, like when you guys were like, oh, how come she tells you these like work stories, and then when you tell her what she did wrong, because she just wants you to listen to her whine.
we know that, but it's hard to sit and listen all the time
and not give back.
right? Because you want it to be a conversation. 'Cause
No,
if
I
not,
get
then
that,
I'm
but
zoning
I'm saying
out.
that it should mean that he should understand.
No, and I think to some degree I do.
Yeah, sometimes people just want to.
This vent,
Yeah.
but it's not.
I'm like, did I just make logic of it? I'm
you
sorry.
did, and so now you're forcing me to say, like, for me, it's not always just logic or just venting.
Yeah.
It's like
There's more to it.
like I need you to help me pull it out, but I don't pause. I don't want to give you the information. I'm not going to do it happily.
Yeah.
Like, and then I'm just like, you know what? You don't get it.
And then it's like, what's the end result, right? What do you want the end result to be?
I want to be left alone.
Forever?
Yeah.
Don't do that, Darren. Don't do it. Don't do it.
No, obviously not. But I think and that's another thing I struggle with is the end result. Of like, what do I want you to get out of this?
Right.
Rather than shutting down.
Right. Because it's not just you, right? That's the thing. So that podcast that I sent you, shout out to H for sharing that.
What up, H?
It's when you get to it, please listen. I know that they don't have a video for it, so I know you like to see people, but
Weirdo, I am.
it's they make so much sense out of relationships. Before going into it, some folks will have a super unrealistic expectation of a whole nother person who is imperfect. You should know this. You got to do this. How could you do this? It's like, fam, wait, what? This is whoa. Wait a
second.
Hold on.
Wait.
I'm not just gonna know what you're thinking just because you're my girlfriend, my boyfriend, my spouse, whatever. I'm not just gonna. That doesn't mean I automatically have access to your brain. We gotta talk. You gotta tell me. It's unfair to assume somebody knows what you're thinking or what they should be doing if you don't tell them. Now, if it's something you constantly tell them over and over again, that's a different conversation. But the whole like, yo, she should just know, brother. How do you know? Come on, that's unfair. So like, unless we actually talk to people or share things with each other after understanding ourselves, it makes things a little more difficult, you know. But it is one of the hardest things to do. Just be with somebody and that shit work.
Yeah, I'm not even talking about just like in a relationship, bro. I'm talking about like at work.
Yeah.
Like right now at work, I don't want to say overwhelmed, but I'm getting there, and I'm not saying anything about it. I know it's like
I like this.
I know it's like starting to manifest. Like
Jen, you got to come in here with this one too, because I know your workload be getting heavy sometimes.
So with my manager,
I hate her. She want to talk about Stefan. I know.
she does. She does. I'm just here for Stephanie. So like my manager's super nice.
You don't know me. You don't know nothing about me.
And she's gonna storm upstairs, and then she's gonna come back and sit on the couch. All right, man, ask you little bullshit questions. So my manager's super nice, but I'm getting hit from all sides with all these dumb things that I got to do. Like I have all these, like I'm an octopus or whatever. So it's getting to the point where I'm looking at her and I'm like I'm ready to spaz on her, but it's like no, like don't. It's,
But
it's
you don't.
work.
You don't want to spat, but you don't say anything, huh? You
I don't say anything.
"Hey,
I
look."
just like yeah, all right,
That's the problem.
yeah.
You got to assert yourself. You got to, hey, so and so, it's getting a little heavy on this side. Is this something that maybe we could put off?
It's getting kind
I
of
wanted
hectic.
to do it, but I was like, they're having a moment.
I'm sorry. No.
Thank you, Darren.
Sorry. Baby.
Yo, CNC Music Factory face.
Did it.
But you have to assert yourself early because I had to learn that at work too. It's like, but then when it starts to build up, it's like, hey, is there something that we could reprioritize? Maybe put this. Is there somebody else that could take this? I'm like swamped right now.
So
No.
I feel like saying that. Okay, fine. Darren can't handle it.
No,
and then
not
it gets put in a negative bucket.
Hey, guess what? The reality we don't accept. You can't, and it's okay, right? Because if they keep dumping it,
Good. It's fucking good.
it's okay to say, hey, it's.
Yo, he said reality is you can't. I felt that, Jen.
Me too. I just want to.
Yo, I would have gone. What you want?
Like,
I can't. Yo, I
keep
can't
going.
handle it.
I'll just wait. I ain't going nowhere.
Because we try to do what we can, right? We'll take it all on. And the other reality is your pay doesn't change the more you
No,
take on.
yeah.
So,
Wait,
right?
I'm thinking, and I'm imagining you being the conscience of somebody who's about to get a train run on them in a porn.
I don't know where that came from.
Keep going.
Because you're like, you thought you could take on all these, but you can't. And the reality is,
Yo.
you're gonna get paid the same amount.
So what are you gonna do?
And what are you gonna
So what are you gonna do?
do? So I'm just imagining this poor girl sitting there.
Then like he's like, but the reality is,
You can't.
yeah. You gotta whisper it to you. You can't.
You want to put all these things in all these holes?
But the
Reality
reality
is,
is, you can't.
So I needed you to stop because my head was exploding. Because that's how I pictured.
Yo, Bim is out here today. Yo, that.
They may get paid by the dick. I don't know for sure, but they may get paid
No.
per dick.
I doubt it.
Paid per dick.
I think it's pay per scene.
You know, that would make sense on why they're just all over so much gusto and everything.
And then the guys get paid for.
Oh, guys don't get paid shit.
Yeah, but they
Their
definitely
nut-
don't get
their nut is
paid
their
if they don't
payment.
if they don't make it into the scene as a
Oh,
meaningful
yeah,
part.
yeah.
They probably don't even get that pay.
I always, okay.
That's true.
No,
Go ahead, Darren. Go
nah,
ahead.
I always. I always think, what would I do if I found myself
With mad
room
dicks in my
with
face.
not even that. No, not that. If I found myself number 14 of
In a
of
train?
30 guys,
That's terrible, right?
just with my socks on and just
got
waiting for my
Timberlands.
turn, have my Timbs on, waiting for my turn, and this poor woman is just like, I feel bad. I'm like, I'm not gonna come in her face. Look at she's got enough going on.
I'm put myself out there. Yeah, I never saw one of them videos.
That's a Darren thing to say.
Yeah, so like there was a chick that like slept with like 50 or 100 dudes in a day.
Yeah.
And she just laid there as
they
each
just-
dude. And them niggas was quick.
Yeah,
Some dudes
because
was-
they were sitting there warming up already. Just boop boop boop.
And to be part of history, okay, I get
How did we
it.
get here?
It was a Guinness record, right?
It was
Wasn't
Jen's fault. I think so.
It was just fault.
So
It
to
was
be
his fault. He's the one who said the words that girl would be saying in her head out loud to me, and then I heard it.
I got it.
but to be part of history is one thing. But like, yo, I was
No,
there.
it's not one thing.
What else would you be doing it for? Because it's not an enjoyable
No, I'm
sex
saying you
experience
just
for the guy.
shouldn't do it. You're
Why
like,
not?
They're like, oh, if it's history, then I guess it's all right. No, it's not okay.
I was part of the largest group to do the electric slide at once.
That
I was part of the biggest gangbang in history.
Which
when
which
you-
would be praised
what,
more?
What cocktail party did you throw that into?
Anyone? Cocktail party.
That's here.
That took me a second. I'm like, wait, what? Cocktail party.
But I mean, only a weirdo would want to share that kind of information. But
So why do it?
a weirdo would sign up. So it's a bunch of weirdos. And they stay
You
there.
think she got paid per dick?
I hope so, poor lady.
Then she-
Oh,
she got
man.
tired.
But is she really poor if she signed up for herself?
She was exhausted.
Oh,
They had to keep bringing her beverages because, yeah, she's just laying there. But, man.
See, but
Yeah.
then-
She's
now I
dying
feel like
out.
as a guy, like if I'm 35 and the line of
her
50,
vagina must hurt.
and then I'm looking, I see them like, Susan, drink some water. Come on, drink. I'm gonna be
gonna
like,
turn you down.
right?
Turn you
I'm
off.
not gonna be like,
Bro, you called out of work. You getting your rent. Yeah, I called out of work. I'm
hold your
getting
left
my
titty up. Hold your left titty up right here.
Hold your titty up, Darren. Goddamn.
What?
Somebody put some makeup on her. Just please.
This is terrible.
Turn her over.
And she was just on her back. She ain't, you had to get to switch her up or nothing. She's wild out here, B.
It is. Yo.
And if you say to yourself, can I take all the dicks? Guess what?
She can't.
Charlie, you can't.
You don't have to do this.
You don't gotta do it, and especially if you get paid per scene.
Word. So, Darren, assert yourself, sir.
Okay, got it. Thanks.
Bobbing with my butt cheeks. All right.
Yeah, no, you just got to speak up. Just, hey, look, it's a lot. And you'll be surprised at the result. When I did it, and they said, oh, no, it's okay. Yeah, this one isn't that important. Or, no, we can ask so-and-so. But if you keep saying yes, they're just going to keep adding shit to your plate. Yeah, so it's uncomfortable at first, but when you get those results, you're... All right, Jen, go ahead, man.
Jen, you gotta relax.
It's uncomfortable at first, but when you relax your muscles and just kind of take it all in.
Thanks, man.
Oh shit.
So Stephalis, whatever his name is,
Steveland.
I don't know how to pronounce.
Steven.
It's STEVLAND. So I don't know if it's Stevland or Steveland.
LEAD.
What?
Land.
say?
Steve Land.
Oh, Steve.
LAND.
Oh,
Stevland.
okay.
Stevland, Steveland,
Stevland.
Where was he born?
Michigan.
Okay, so he wasn't from Cleveland. I was going to start to try to piece this thing together.
Hi, Scooby-Doo.
No.
It's
It's like him trying to put a puzzle piece together.
Whoa! 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 And this is when we end the show.
Wow.
Ironically, this all came about because
Oh boy.
I said something about Stevie Wonder having kids, and he's like, "Stevie Wonder got kids?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, he probably got mad kids."
He got mad kids.
So look, he had 9 kids.
Yep.
So he actually knows how to put that puzzle piece in there.
Come on now. Come on now.
His baby's 5 years old. His youngest.
He got a 5-year-old?
Yeah.
How old is he?
69.
What?
Funny.
All right, guys. You had enough serious talk for this episode.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I've been waiting, guys. They've been talking. And I'm like, no.
Sorry, Darren asked something and you went to,
Steve?
you
Who was Steve?
dropped Steveland and left. That's what happened.
Would you sleep
That's
with
what
a
he
blind
did.
person?
Huh?
Would you sleep with a blind person?
Wow.
What?
it's
Somebody had
fine.
to sleep with him. Would you sleep
It's
with him?
Stevie fucking Wonder. It's not just
Okay.
a blind
All right,
person.
cool.
He can play the harmonica. It's Stevlin, baby. He can play the harmonica, my G.
He probably doesn't say vagina.
I was just... Jen, come on. Come on. You heard that solo on Do I Do on the harmonica? Yes, Stevlin, yes.
That's how you got the name, Stevie Wonder.
I wonder how he's doing this.
Oh, shit.
Oh, bro, would you sleep with a blind person? No?
She would. No, would you sleep with Stevie Wonder if you were his age? If he was your age mate? Of course. Come on. Keep it a buck.
I don't want to say
Before the hairline started receding,
I don't
you
want to say
would.
what I'm thinking.
Say what you're
Say it.
thinking.
I know because y'all always be setting me up, and then,
We just talking about 100 dicks in one woman. Come on, it's
but
fine.
I wasn't the woman. Fuck.
You're right. You're right.
Because I'm imagining young Stevie Wonder, right?
Uh-huh.
He's in it, right? And then he starts doing that shit.
Ah!
He's not doing this shit.
That would yeah, I can see how that would
He's
kill a
bobbing side to
mood.
side.
kill a
I'm like,
mood.
this nigga don't know where he looking. He all over here.
my
He's like, oh, that pussy feel good.
So, listeners, for those who listen to us, please go to our YouTube channel
Oh, fuck.
and watch this particular segment, and just to see what the motion Jen is doing, Genevieve, to you.
Speak to you.
We all know and love Stevie. You can imagine the motion. Jen is doing right.
I mean, I guess
She's in
I
there.
would sleep with a blind woman, but I feel like
Let's talk about it,
a
Darren.
bigger part of me would just be like staring at, like, so you really can't see me. Like, that's some dumb shit.
I mean, the lights be off most of the time anyway, so, you know.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and her other senses would be heightened.
heightened.
So she's probably a beast with some other shit. Come on now.
Like
Come on now.
taste.
Feel. She
I might
just
have
touch
to-
you a certain
I
way.
might
And
have to just guide it, but
she got this. She just grab and go.
Grab and go. How did we get here? How?
Oh, Steveland.
I wonder if there's blind porn out there. Looking that up tonight.
Me too.
He said, "Me too."
Matter of fact,
The categories are all over the place. You can find damn near anything these days.
You think it's deaf porn? What does that sound like?
oh, Jen,
Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
we're
Wrap
not,
it up.
it's not time to
I
wrap
had so
up
much
yet.
to
though.
talk about. Okay.
Go ahead then. Hurry up, because I don't. This path that you're on right here.
On the way over here.
I'm looking
And
at
so
blind
it's
porn
time
just
for
so you know.
business.
fuck.
Okay. I was driving by a business, and at first I'm like, oh, that's a clever name. And then I was like, I wouldn't hire them, though. I guess it's an accountant called Balancing Act Bookkeeping.
Balancing act.
Bookkeeping.
Okay.
And I said, that's funny, because they're balancing your books.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't want no clever-ass accountant.
Why not?
I don't trust that.
Why not? You think it's steal money from you?
No, because you're supposed to either be good at words or good at numbers.
Ooh.
I mean,
Ooh.
you're out here being witty and shit.
You're good at words and numbers, though.
I'm all right with words.
I guess to find a blind
Right,
person that would do. Oh, yep. Here it is.
They can't see the camera. And they'll never see the porn themselves.
This is
So
funny.
actually, it should be easier to get a blind person to do porn.
Oh my God.
Is he not listening?
I'm listening.
Did you-
I've heard the what you said. I did. I'm just
That blind bitch must have some
Darren,
titties.
don't like actually watch the
I'm
porn
looking.
right now.
No, I'm like scrolling through, and I'm like, wow, yeah, yep. Wow.
How can you tell they're blind?
Yeah, that's what I don't think it's true. Like, because one of them has a stick.
They all do, Darren.
No, well, this particular. So look. I'll show you.
Bro,
Look.
this is the first time any porn is shown on the pod.
See, I don't believe it,
What the fuck?
So you think it's some like...
and that's why I feel like I'd be there and be like, "Are you really blind?"
So you want... Well, see, I was going to say you want to take the glasses off and say, I want to see your eyes.
Do you think the blind
Oh,
thing
fuck.
is a form of like
Go ahead.
someone out there's role play?
Yes.
Baby,
Yeah.
Baby, be blind.
Your baby be blind. Be blind tonight, baby.
All right, go get my walking stick, baby. She's over here trying to guide herself with his dick.
I don't know what I would do.
Oh, my God.
If one eye was going this way.
Chill, fam. Oh, my God.
Probably matches her titties.
All right, cool. All right. So,
right, next.
All right, next.
How do we get there?
I don't know. Darren brought it back to the blind.
Oh, there's
God.
another. I don't know if you care about this, but you saw that whole Mayor Loza, is that his name? Bringing
brought
his
his
baby
babies.
to work. Everybody's in outrage about it.
Why though? I didn't read the article. I just don't understand why everybody was mad.
So because they're mad because they can't bring their babies to work.
They ain't mayor.
Right.
Thank
We're lucky
you.
he's going to work. What are we talking about?
The mayor does mad shit you can't do.
He can't park in that spot next to City Hall.
Right.
He can't drive in that car with the one license plate. Go ahead and try to get
There's-
one at the DMV.
Right. There's mad shit the man could do that you can't.
So I.
You can pee standing up half of you can't.
Oh my god.
The fuck
My
we
head
talking
hurts.
about?
My head hurts.
And he's the boss.
Yeah,
Of
so-
the city.
So, I mean,
Donald Trump brings
So-
his kid to work.
right.
He lives with him in the house.
Oh, man. So there's a huge outcry about it.
Oh, come on.
And basically,
Mean
it's
ass
just
bitch.
like, parents, like, for instance, my wife, who is a teacher, like, doesn't want to bring the baby to the sitter, wants to be able to bring him to school just because it's easier. She feeds, so she doesn't have to worry about pumping and all that other stuff that comes with having to drop your kid to daycare. And also the expense of it.
Yeah.
Daycare is fucking expensive. So there's a whole bunch of people who are kind of like, must be nice to be able to bring your kid to work.
Of course, people
of
say
course.
it must be nice.
Right.
Also, it must be nice to have a 2-hour lunch break. Some people get that.
Yep.
It's
Must be nice to have an hour lunch break. I don't get that
There's
shit.
some jobs that have daycares in the building, some that don't. I mean, of course, everyone would want to,
Yeah.
but unfortunately, everyone can't be the same.
Right. And
unless you the boss of your own company.
right. And not everyone's job is conducive for a child to be.
How old
Yes.
was his kid?
Like 14 months, some shit like that.
Yeah, and like so at my job, there's people who are taking calls all day. There's people who are in offices on conference calls, and you got meetings. Are you gonna bring a 14-month-old into a meeting, a conference with a bunch of people.
Especially if
No.
that child's loud and
It's
you know,
disruptive.
You can get away with it with some kids.
If they would have said, "Oh, the mayor took the day off because he had to stay home with his kid,"
That's
then it
worse.
would have been a whole different situation. Like
Yeah.
he came to work for the city, for the people that voted for him. And why are we trying to tear him down? Because if it was a woman mayor who did it, everybody would be
Oh, they would be saluting
championing.
her. Yeah,
It'd be,
yeah.
oh, see, she's so dedicated. She
true.
went to work and she brought her baby.
Oh, it's true.
But because it's a guy, now it's a problem.
Yeah, and if it doesn't impact him doing his job, when he's the boss, so he can do it, he's still able to do his job effectively. And again, he's the boss, so if I want to fucking do it, I can do it. That doesn't mean your job at Chick-fil-A, you can have your baby strapped on your back when you're at the fryer later.
Right? Like not every
No. It's
you know
health
what's
code
funny?
violations.
Before you said that your wife would like to bring the babies and she's a teacher, in my head I was thinking, when I was younger, I remember my teachers bringing their kids to school. But they were always like in our age of our class, so they could sit in the
okay.
class
Yeah,
with us.
yeah.
When it's a baby, it's a lot different. That's why I asked how old his kid was,
Right.
14 months.
That does make sense, yeah, because I
You
saw
know.
that too.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if they still do that, because a lot of things teachers can't do now they did back
Well,
in
they
the
could
day.
do it at a certain time.
At a certain age. Yeah,
at
that's
a
what I
certain
mean.
age and at a certain time of the year. Like if
Yeah.
it's like the end of the year, it's depending on the school.
Right.
It's all right.
Yeah, because babies can be disruptive. I've seen it when those. I hate this shit with the selfish pregnant person. Sorry if you've done it. I don't care. They have a baby. You're still on maternity leave, but you bring your kid into work,
show
all
off,
wrapped up to show off. Everybody stops what they're fucking doing to go look at the kid.
I was not going there at all. Whoa.
Well, no, but it's disruptive. It can be
Wow.
disruptive. I'm lying.
Wow.
Tell me I'm lying.
I'm not.
Darren,
I'm
come
not
out here with
agreeing
me.
you.
It's disruptive. Disruptive.
No, it's because I've seen it. Like, when I'm at work, I don't care. I don't care about your personal life.
I didn't
don't
really
care
want
about
to be
all
on
that
the
shit.
ledge, but I have to. He's my friend.
No, you don't have to. Darren, you
No,
can
no,
leave me. So you can
I
push
go
me
back
off the
inside.
ledge.
No, I would never do that.
I've been in the work environment where people bring the kids, and then
Yes.
folks will stop being productive
Yes.
For how long?
to go look long
It's
enough
like-
for it to
like
be noticed.
20 minutes, yeah.
You're on the
Just-
clock, baby.
Just think about like
Wow.
30. Think about
Slave driver.
Think
Yeah.
about 30 people, and half of them get up to go see the
Right.
child, and the phone is the people don't know.
Well,
that
then
there's a
whoever's
child.
their supervisor is the one who's slacking. You just gotta let 10 motherfuckers get up.
No,
Go look at
they
a
just
baby.
do
no,
it.
there it is up.
They just do it.
Oh,
I've seen it. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's super bad.
Yeah, and it's again, if a person can effectively do their job and it's allowed in the rules, go for it. But there's so many, I can't even imagine the amount of liability issues that would be involved with a small child being at a workplace. Anything can happen and they're held responsible.
So I also think this has
Come on now.
everything in my head is like, how do midgets take on? Anyways,
Yeah, that midget was killing it with the handstand. Y'all saw it.
I saw it.
She was booty popping on the handstand.
Yeah, I did. So
Short
it's like-
stack.
so it highlights the issues
used
such
to paint
as
this right
affordable childcare, because childcare is dumb expensive.
That's
for
the
no-
real problem.
No
Yes.
reason. And there's something else too. Oh, then the maternity leave.
Yep.
How it's only 3 months for the mom.
Yep.
If you're smart and you time it right, you could maybe get 6 months out of it.
Mm-hmm.
No time for dad, really.
They're
There's
introducing
like
it more
yeah,
now.
a month for dad
Yeah.
through the state, while other countries and other areas
Canada, you
get
get a whole year. Yeah.
the whole fucking year. That time can actually be transferred to the father. So if the mother gets a year, she can give the father like 2 weeks of her year,
Mm-hmm.
and then she'll have 50 weeks and have 2 weeks, whatever.
Yeah.
But he actually does get a lot of time to be off as well. I want to say it's like 4 or 5 months, some number. Anyways, but it's highlighting all those other things that come with childcare.
Yeah.
That is like, it's a big problem that nobody is really talking about.
That's the actual issue.
Yeah.
Like the
Right.
fact that even the mayor can't afford daycare.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm sure that's not why.
No.
no, but I mean, like, is it not
Yeah.
though?
I don't know.
mean,
I'm sure he's
maybe.
okay. I'm sure he's doing okay.
But even he's like, nah, I'll just take my baby.
I'll just take my kid to school, to work.
I'll
with
just,
me.
nah. I'm
Ah,
all
it's
set
a
with
day.
that.
I got a cushy ass job. I got a light day. Bring the kid.
Yeah.
That's,
I mean,
I can envision that's what
I've
it is.
had Kai with me at work for like an hour or two, But this was, I mean, he's loud now, but this is when he was able to just sit in his seat and not make a peep.
Yeah.
And I bring Carter sometimes with me, like at the end of the day, if I have to pick him up,
Mm-hmm.
I'll pick him up at 4 and he'll just be at my desk coloring and stuff. And it's fine. My boss is okay with it.
Yeah.
But to have him there from 8
No
to 5
way.
would be very disruptive.
Yeah.
For number one, I can't do work and have him
No.
there because I'm going to ignore him.
Yeah, and you're not going to be able to pay full attention to your
To
job,
him.
which you're getting paid for,
Yes.
or your child that their life is in your hands.
Exactly.
So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
yeah.
Makes
Yeah.
me, did your parents ever take you to work with them?
Let me see. They're working at the factory. Then nope, definitely not. No, they never brought me to work.
My mother used to take us to the nursing home with her here and there.
Yeah.
Jen?
I went to classes with my mom a few times, but not work.
Yeah.
Like night school. They still do night schools. That's still a thing.
Yeah.
Beep, 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 beep. That's night court.
Hey,
Anyway,
I slapping the bass.
Slapping the bass.
Slapping the bass.
slappity bass. So we talk about that. I saw a dumb thing the other day that says, did you know a study shows that you speak in a deeper tone when you're speaking to somebody you're attracted to?
Is that for women as well?
Yes, apparently.
I thought women try to put their voices higher.
Yeah.
That's what this stupid, yeah. And
Cardi B actually had a little video she put, where she was like talking about how she hates when girls try to talk all cute around your man. And like, yeah, you talking all high, like, hi, hi, knowing that your voice mad deep like Pop Smoke.
Whoa. Wow.
Whoa.
Baby, welcome to the pussy.
Whoa.
That shit was hilarious. But go ahead.
No, I find that these studies, and I'm pretty sure they're fake, but I feel like we do a lot of useless study Study finds that if you try to swat a fly, it will run away from you. Like, what? What do you mean, what?
Yeah, and I wonder how many, because most studies are funded. So where the dollars are coming from.
Where them
for somebody to
dollars
do
at?
that.
All the dumb.
Yeah. And it's not like it was just like some, what's the joint that Steve Harvey be on?
Talk
Family
show.
Feud. It's not like some Family Feud
No,
shit.
no, it's
we
like-
surveyed,
Yeah,
you
no,
know,
it's like
100
Harvard
people.
students trying to figure
Yeah.
out why fat people are fat.
So there's dollars going into this for somebody to say, yeah, they eat a lot of fried food.
Yeah, study shows that if you eat McDonald's twice a week,
Yep.
it's like
Yeah, and it ends up
I
being
get it.
somebody's, whatever.
Fellowship.
Yeah, that
yeah,
bullshit.
they do their whole theory and dissertation on it and stupid.
So if you were driving your car, right, and you did something, like, I don't know, hit a moose, and they was like, we're going to take your license forever.
For hitting a moose?
Well, I don't know. Think of something that's not crazy. They just taking your license forever, Darren.
All right, okay.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap at you. Would you be upset?
License forever? Do I get? I'd have to move to a state that had way better public transportation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if they give you an option,
Oh boy, here's a would you rather again.
if you had the option, they take your license forever, or they put you in jail for like 6 months.
License forever.
Jail.
Really?
Yeah, I like to drive. I really like to drive.
No. I'll just drive and hope you don't catch me.
Whoa, you're really risking it because you're gonna get locked up if you get caught.
For longer than 6 months.
Yeah. How risky?
All right, so you'd go to jail.
Yeah.
You just not
Well, maximum or minimum security? Gotta be minimum.
6 months.
That's a
I don't need to go to no supermax, man. Come on.
I mean, not solitary, but you're going to general pop.
Yeah, at a minimum security.
no.
Not that blue collar accountant jail. Not that.
Yeah,
jail.
not the one that you can walk around and do whatever you want.
Not the one with internet.
In there with the gang niggas?
Yeah,
Damn.
But
like
they-
the nice gangsters?
but everybody likes you because you
Yeah,
have
the nice
glasses.
gangsters that all
So
trained to
bother
be
you.
firemen.
And I could play chess and shit and
Yeah.
and get my degree.
And get
Another
your-
degree by psychiatry. In 6 months.
You're calling Darren to collect. Darren, I'm just here to counsel you.
All right.
You got 1 minute left. Keep your head up, man.
Right. I mean, yo, shut up. Bim's talking to me, yo.
No, I do 6 months.
6 months. All right.
Yeah.
So now, if you have the option that you chose,
Mm-hmm.
or taking a 4-piece from Mike Tyson.
6 months. He's not touching me. Don't touch me.
Yep.
I saw. Did y'all see that clip of him? Like maybe last year or something. He was in a bar showing people like the guard and.
Yeah.
No, don't touch me. Don't touch. I'll be in a hospital for more than 6 months. I don't know. I'm cool. I'm kind of learning to walk again. Nah, I'm all right.
Walk again. Walk again.
And you say 4-piece. I'm just standing there, like, or am I like able to try to
I know, like,
Floyd off some of the punches, like off of my shoulder or some
he
shit?
said Floyd off.
Or is he just hitting me and I'm just standing? Oh my god!
What if they said you got to put your arms up?
No.
Take the 4 body shots.
What? No. Nope.
Yeah.
Internal
Boop, boop,
bleeding,
boop, boop.
all that. No,
Yeah.
no.
All right, it's a year in jail or the 4-piece.
I don't want to get hit by Mike Tyson.
A year and a half in jail.
I don't want to get hit by
So
Mike.
she's
Take my
she's-
license.
She's basically trying to find the point where you'll take that.
I think I'd say take my license, and I'll just move somewhere with better public transportation. And they'll be like, "Damn, that's that nigga that said he wouldn't get hit by Mike." Yeah, smart.
In the back of the bus with Abby Shola.
Yeah. I saw that commercial on the TV. On the TV.
The show's coming on soon.
It is. All right, we're gonna watch as a family still. Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Oh, do y'all hear about the Disney Plus thing?
Yeah, Vic Dan was telling me about it.
I actually signed up. This is the first streaming app I ever signed up for.
Wow.
Does Amazon count?
Of all the
I signed up for
streamers?
the
Prime?
free shipping, but I just watched their shit. But
Have some decent shit over there.
yeah. Oh, yo, and their content game is like
Yeah.
and it's
So
all original
For
shit.
all the streaming services, Disney's the first one you need?
I was just gonna say like Disney, like what, like Disney,
So here's what got me.
like Mickey Mouse Disney.
It was a 3-year. It's a 3-year joint, and it ends up being around like $4 a month.
Oh,
Yeah, I was mad I missed out on the Hulu one. That was like $1 a month
got
for
that
the
one.
year. So I'm like, okay, here's Disney. It's 3 years locked in. Ends up being like $4, and you're just good for the 3 years. They're getting all their Marvel content back. They're gonna have all the movies. It's Disney, National Geographic, something else.
Bear sex.
Who?
Bear sex.
Bear Sex. That's nice. Darren, look it up.
No!
No, don't look. And excuse me, whatever original content they're gonna add to that now, and they got deep pockets over there at Disney. So I know they're not gonna fuck around when it comes to what their shit is. So if I'm gonna have an option, $4 a month versus Netflix, which is what $10, $12 now, whatever. I already got Amazon, so fuck it. Let me just have one. Yeah, so I locked it in. 3 years, they already took the money. They took the money quick as shit. They don't come out till November. They just took the money. I was like, at least wait, nigga, until I can see something.
I feel like
They
Ja Rule's
took that
behind
shit
this.
quick.
gotcha, bitch.
Got you, bitch.
Ja Rule's definitely behind this.
And then Billy over there somewhere laughing.
I got them bitches again. Disney app.
But yeah, I'm gonna see, because then after that promo, it's back up to whatever the regular price is per month. So I'm like, let me give it a shot. And I please believe I put a reminder in my calendar 3 years out. Cancel Disney
My
Plus.
Showtime one is this next week.
Why you got Showtime?
It was $5.99 a month. I got it when Dee Zamero was starting.
Ah, yeah. You been keeping up with that?
No, I haven't watched any Showtime in the 6 months I've had this promo price.
Awesome.
Literally zero shows.
Awesome.
Zero.
No boxing,
Nothing.
no Shameless, nothing.
Nothing.
Wow, useless.
Useless.
Just cancel it now.
No. I gotta get my full 6 months worth.
Of
I gotta get
nothingness.
my full 6 months of not watching it.
Yes.
Speaking of Disney, I read an interesting fact. You guys seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Love it.
Great movie.
Yes.
Have you seen it?
Jessica Rabbit.
Do you know?
Look at this
Damn,
guy.
it's a cartoon. Relax.
Say what you will.
Va 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 boom.
Do you know that that movie is the only time Mickey Mouse and Bugs Bunny appeared on screen together in all of history?
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Well, they could have crossed over at some other point in time, but their contracts were so strict.
I wouldn't
That
even think that they would
Disney-
ever be in the same.
Well, so for me, I'm thinking of like things like the look at this guy's thinking hard.
I am.
Because I would never think of Disney characters being with Bugs Bunny.
Yeah,
Not
but
Warner
I mean, at
Brothers.
certain times there could be a crossover, a movie type.
Yeah, there have
deal
been
thing.
some random, like really
Yeah.
quick crossovers with certain things.
Yeah,
But it was once.
But I'm trying to
I'm sure it's happened more than once in history.
with other things that we wouldn't expect.
Yes, but
cross.
it's the only time that Mickey Mouse and Bugs Bunny, and they said that Bugs Bunny, I guess in the contract, that Bugs Bunny had to appear on screen whenever Mickey was there to keep them the same.
I was gonna say who got paid more.
I don't know. But I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then, of course, they went to the scene. And then another interesting thing, I don't think it's true, though. So if you can remember the scene, the piano battle between Donald and Daffy.
Love it. Yeah, yeah.
They're saying that Donald called Daffy the N-word.
Yes, we're watching Robert.
I am so watching it
Yes.
tonight.
Like, I listened to the clip, and I don't think so, but you could kind of. I'll bring it up if you want.
I'm watching the whole movie tonight. It's okay.
Me too. I don't no, kind of.
Damn, now I want to watch Robert Rabbit.
It's a great
I'm
movie.
not watching it
I
tonight,
love
though.
that movie. Me and CJ used to watch that thing like
Same.
3 times in a Saturday, and that's when you had to rewind the tape for like 7 minutes. You had to wait for the.
Yeah, I'm so watching this tonight.
So yeah, I thought that was quite interesting.
Nigga,
Bit of nostalgia.
beat
for
this nigga. It was kind of like that.
me. No, it was like actually Daffy says to Donald, "I've worked with a lot of quackers."
I remember that.
Quackers.
Yeah.
But you definitely take the cake or something. And Donald says, "Why you little something something?" And then
You could barely hear it.
You
It was
can
like,
hear
yeah,
it, blah,
Yeah.
but they think he's saying like little, like so and so, something like that.
Yeah.
But it almost sounds like the N word.
Oh man, watch
Yeah.
that tonight.
Yeah,
Crazy.
Thank you, Showbox, right there. Boom.
it's right there.
Would that be?
Hey, it's easy. I'm gonna download it as soon as I'm editing. Yes, FBI. That's what I said.
Don't give up all.
Speaking of
the
FBI, so did you see the article about the dude who got picked up by the FBI in Rhode Island
No.
No.
last week? Oh, let me put up real quick. This from ESPN. Got the notification on my phone.
ESPN.
ESPN, the app, the website.
How crazy that we were
Why they
talking about
talking
Mike
about
Tyson and somebody sent me this.
Is that the thing in the same chat that I was in?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was that chat.
Rhode Island man charged with Patriots-related threat.
I did see that.
I did.
Oh, he's from Rhode Island, but he's just a Cowboys fan?
He's a Giants fan.
A Giants fan, yeah. He was on Donkey of the Day.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Wow,
Charlamagne
he's really
Colorado.
out here getting.
He's from Rhode Island. Wow.
Continue,
And he went
please.
to court in his Giants jersey.
Yes, he did. Bold.
So anyone who don't know what we're talking about, Rhode Island man with what police call an intense dislike of the New England Patriots has been charged with threatening a shooting at Gillette before the team's regular season opener Sunday night.
Wow.
Appeared in Rhode Island court Monday wearing a New York Giants jersey on fugitive from justice charge and unrelated domestic assault charges.
Wow.
The East Providence man agreed to waive extradition to Massachusetts, where he is wanted by Foxborough police in connection with charges of threatening to commit a crime and uttering a terroristic threat.
Whoa.
Is that a lot?
That's a lot.
Or is not a lot?
I think it's
A lot. What?
I don't think it's a lot.
So what he did,
I'll find what he posted.
yeah, he posted on Facebook after the Antonio Brown trade. If I had a gun, which I'm working on getting or some shit like that, I would shoot every.
No, he said I'm gonna go white boy.
Oh, I ain't hear that part.
Yeah,
Oh.
I can't find the but yeah.
Throw
he-
his ass in fucking jail.
Well, it's out of the sports. He's just talking shit.
Throw his ass in fucking jail.
I love West Warwick, Darren. Tell me why.
Yes, Miss Warren.
Because he's threatening lives.
He's not gonna do it. He's just sports.
And all those other kids that just happen to say it out loud weren't going to actually do
I've
it, right?
never heard of a mass shooting because of sports.
Doesn't matter.
You just can't say it.
Yeah, you can't say
Yeah,
that
you,
shit.
Look
you
at
never
that.
know.
It's just like there's certain things I feel like you can joke about, and there's certain things you cannot.
like
joke
how you
about.
can't
That's
scream
true.
fire in a theater.
That's true. Yeah. Sensitive times. He should
Yeah.
know better.
Well, and
Yeah.
I don't
He's
even want to
44
say
years
sensitive
old.
times, but
44.
for
He wore a Giants jersey to church. To
court.
to court. He doesn't have a lot of sense. Yeah.
which is why he is a threat. Give
He's just
that-
an idiot.
He's an idiot,
Yeah.
and give that idiot a gun.
He's not gonna do anything.
No
with that.
smart people go to places and shoot him up. Idiots do that shit.
Yeah, but this guy, he's not shooting anybody. I don't think.
I'd rather put him in jail before he.
Because
he gets
Antonio
there.
Brown went to. We really think he's gonna shoot.
I mean,
Patriots
whatever
fans?
reason. Again, there's certain things I don't think you
People-
can.
You just
say.
don't say like in a conversation, right?
Yeah.
If I'm like, yo, fucking Patriots
Yeah.
again.
Yes.
How the fuck? Yo, I swear to God, I would
Hey,
take.
hey, the FBI's listening.
Right?
right? To get you.
See, if they come jail me because I just say some dumb shit out of anger.
But he typed it. And
He
put
typed
it on
it.
Facebook.
That's his
Yes.
problem.
And he was
Yeah.
very specific in how he worded it.
You can't
I'm gonna
say-
go white boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
He-
can't.
But in this post, he did say, "If I had a gun, which I don't have one."
Yeah.
So
So like
did,
he's
wait, did he say that? Or I'm working on getting one.
I think he said like I have to get one or work on getting one or something like that.
yeah, and I'm sure people who know him are like, oh, he talks
he
like
did-
that.
just being Pete.
You don't expect the FBI to knock on your door.
Exactly. Wow, that sucks. Stupid. He probably married too.
Send that guy to jail.
Darren is harsh on motherfuckers today.
It's just like the whole there was something I wanted to ask you guys about. Like, what are some things I know in society we joke about everything. There's memes about everything, whether good or bad, or like sensitive or how sensitive. But like, what are things that like you can't joke about that? Like, so the whole thing that Justin put up.
What was that?
Yeah, he put his name out here.
They don't know which Justin.
Go ahead, Darren. We talk about this every week. Go ahead, Darren.
They don't know which one.
Go, just go.
Anyway, so he put up a picture of a meme. So you know that whole SpongeBob meme that I'm gonna head out.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you put up one where
Darren, I don't even want to repeat that on here. Then we get the
right.
backlash.
It's okay. So I'll stop there.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
how
can
you
I
feel
see it?
about
I want
it?
to see it.
You didn't see it?
Oh wait, let me go on this page.
So no,
They
it's
took
not,
it
I'll
down.
show it to you. So anyways,
You screenshotted it?
no,
Snitch.
it's still there.
No, it's not.
It is?
I don't think so.
Oh, that's funny.
Anyway, go ahead.
Is it wildly insensitive?
Yes.
I'd like to know what
Yesterday
it is.
was 9/11.
Oh boy.
Yes. Thank you. Okay. Without even giving you
But I still want to see it. Though.
okay, we'll let you see it. But
Yeah.
before that,
Yeah.
is that something that you would make a joke about?
Well, I was saying jokingly last week the Jay-Z dropped the same day as the Twin Towers thing. I'm sure it's probably not as bad as this.
No.
But
This one was bad because I can remember the image of the actual thing, and I was like, "Whoa!" Like,
yeah.
let me.
You know what's crazy?
You know what?
I saw it in the
I'm going
morning.
to challenge this because we ain't all going to agree. Fuck y'all. I want to see it first, and then I'm going to give y'all some examples.
I was gonna say I looked at it and it was in the morning and it took me about 4 or 5 minutes to get it and I was like, oh,
I was hoping it wasn't that
yeah.
until I looked at it and I was like, "Okay, it's that."
Can we say it off mic if it's not?
Yeah,
on
we can talk
the
about
thing?
it. Like,
Oh no, like now, and then I can address it in a subliminal.
He always
I
says
just,
he's
I
gonna
just
delete
find
stuff
I
and
just
he
look for the
doesn't.
paper. No, I mean
The paper.
paper. Sorry, the post.
It's my dick in a box.
Hey.
My dick
in a box, yeah.
One. Got a hole in the box.
No, you gotta get a box.
Right.
2, then you cut the hole in the box.
Right. And then
3, make her open the box. And now, yeah, he took it out.
yeah.
That's the
Oh no,
way you
wait.
do
One
it.
is cut a hole in the box. 2, put your dick
junk
in that
the
box.
3,
Yeah.
Make her
okay.
open the box.
That's the way. I'm not a good whispering bim.
I'll just text you. Y'all making the podcast whack.
Just
People who are
say
listening.
it, yeah. Because I'll repeat. It's not us. We're just somebody say it.
All right, so
right.
the
You
SpongeBob
gotta
meme.
say it on the mic though.
The SpongeBob meme.
But don't be loud.
Turn them.
Yeah, thank you. Jen, talk to the people while we.
So, guess what, guys? It is like September, and that means none of us have a birthday until next May. So it's like that's mad long before we have a birthday. Like we ain't gonna have no birthdays for mad
Put your
months.
mic back on, Darren. What were you saying, Jen?
I'm just saying, ain't none of us have a birthday till next May. That's mad long
That's
for now.
the
Oh,
way.
you mean like the three of us?
I got mad birthday to celebrate though.
You know, I always make fun of you about this, but if you want on the pod, we can celebrate your half birthday. if
Thank
want.
you.
Yeah, we could do it.
Thank you. Yes. I'm gonna get a little half cake. Yes.
Just for that, no.
Darren, you want half cake?
I do. I do.
I'll get like, what's half of 37? 18 and a half. I'll get 18 and a half candles.
Yeah. Why
God
not?
damn, Jen. How did you do that so fast?
Because half of 36 is 18. And half of one is half.
Whatever, Jen.
Yo, I was telling somebody today, I sometimes have to remind myself that not everybody's as good
No.
at math as I am.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
So I went to the Shell and I bought some snacks and a drink, and it came to like $4.37. And so I'm like, I don't have a quarter, but I had 12 cents. I could give her that, and I'd get 75 cents back.
That's a Burger King
But then
thing.
I
'cause
said,
we
you know
used
what?
to do shit like
Right.
that. at the-
But I was
yeah.
like, you know what? Let me not. I'll just give her the 2 pennies.
Yep.
I don't know why I thought that was gonna make it easier.
No.
But I gave her.
You just don't want copper back. You just want.
I want silver
Yeah,
tins.
yeah, yeah.
I want jingle jingle.
You're right.
So I gave her 20.02.
Oh, she froze.
I fucking
She glitched.
she so did. She was like, because she typed $20.
Error.
And in the
Error.
big numbers, it said 1563 back. And she's looking at the 2 pennies in her hand.
What the fuck? Just give them back to you like here.
And I said, you know, I'll just
I'll just give them back.
I
Just
just
give
took
them
the pennies. It's fine. Just give me the 1563. So she gives me the
Was
2
she
pennies
young?
back. No, she was like 45 at least. Or, I don't know, 35 with a tough life. It could be either way. And I'm looking at her. She gives me the 2 pennies back, and she goes, "Oh no, wait, I need 1." I'm like, "For what?" Takes 1 penny from me, puts it in the little penny thing, stares at the screen a little bit, squints a little bit. She's like, "Right?" I'm like, "Just give me."
Let's reach in and take how much you think you should
like-
get back.
And then she's counting the change backwards. So I'm like, "So you can do that, but you can't do that for 20.02. Add 2 cents to 15.63. It's 15.65. I don't want more pennies."
Oh fuck.
So she really did the
Oh
whole
my god.
38.39, 40, 50,
God.
$5, 10, 20. I'm like, "Bitch, you can count backwards, but you can't figure out what to do with the 2 cents."
Hey, we gotta wrap up, yo.
Oh man. So back to your point, Darren.
Yes.
I think with comedy, if you're a comedian, you have to. It has to be smart. But if it affects people directly, you got to know your audience. Like there've been several rap bars about Hiroshima.
Yeah.
There's nothing to make jest of anything. If you ask anyone who lived through that or have grandparents that lived through that, no,
Nothing
you don't touch that. But here, people who haven't, they just know that, hey, we
Yeah.
did that to shut
There's
shit
people
down.
who make slavery jokes.
Right. So it depends on the audience. But technically, you can joke about anything.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That was oof.
Do you
That's
think
kinda
people?
funny. I'm lying. After you get over the shock, it's like, yeah, that shit funny.
Yo, Bill. Yeah, I can't.
I,
Usually I'm on the ledge with your brother, but
Yo, man.
I'm hungry.
Yo, funny's funny. Intent. I'm sure he doesn't mean harm.
And it was like
man.
it was him who made it.
Yeah.
He
I
just
forgot
shared
to
it.
go back by Planned Parenthood.
For what? You left something there?
All right, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough.
I changed my mind.
That's enough.
Is it too late?
Is it too late?
All right, we out.
Enough. All right, so guys, we'll talk to you next week.
That's not
Hopefully
why
it
I
won't
wanted
be
to go to
as
Planned
bad.
Parenthood.
But yeah.
Episode 80.
Good morning, guys.
There will not be an 81. That's not what I meant, Ben.